gonna start with these Four Locos. Is that what we're gonna start with?
Oh, you actually want to drink those? That were just put them in front of the camera.
I mean,
look how crazy we are. I'm drinking water. Just kidding. Hold on. Give me a second, dude. Chill out. What the is this? It's another little flick. Is that important to you? Is that your little Prince Albert piercing? It's disgusting. I just touched it.
I don't know what that's from.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so stinky over there. It's something on fire.
Fire.
What?
Fire.
Fire. Holes.
Fire. Fire. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I've been shopping for new microphone stuff.
This thing is.
Still haven't changed my mind since this. I really don't need a $400 microphone. But who doesn't? You know
Well, I mean, the reality is once you have it, then you don't have to like.
have to worry about it. I can do my music and stuff too, and not have to worry about that. Okay, so we got one of these is a Four Loko hard seltzer, 12%.
Put that shit.
12% hard seltzer.
Well, these all should be like 12 to 14.
All the other ones are 14 still.
Yeah.
Dude, this was a mistake.
I don't think I want a fucking seltzer though. Like, God, it's gonna be gross.
Which one's gonna be gross?
All of them.
I'm gonna start with some blue raz. What do you want?
Can I get the sour apple?
Can I get the only one that you can actually reach right now?
You ass! I didn't know what you had in top, bro.
Great, now it's all fucked up. Oh wait, I put it back.
Also, who fucking like does it like that? Where like the three that were here.
Yeah, it's not organized right.
Right.
It's 12 cans. There's a specific way you should do it.
Right.
They didn't. Which, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, because it was.
There's 3 of each. 4 different flavors.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck are they doing anyways? Oh, this is gonna be disgusting.
Is that sour?
It says
They're all
sour
sours,
apple,
right?
Yeah.
Mine's sour blue raz. Want to shotgun these?
Before we eat.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's how we have a bad. I mean, fuck. I don't give a fuck, but.
Well, it's a Four Loko.
Is it good?
It's great.
This is actually tastes like fucking Jolly Ranchers.
It's really not that bad. I wasn't being like a dick.
I don't know. You've been a dick to me like the entire time I've seen you, so.
It's alright.
I'm just saying. This tastes like boozy Jolly Ranchers, which is a lot better than the ones we had previously.
Yeah, it's not bad. Put a little sneak bite in it.
Are you chugging
So I
it?
can amplify that flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Nah, I might chug it a little bit. I don't know. We'll find out.
Just go down. Oh,
By
this
the
is
way,
the,
oh, is that your capture card? Mm-hmm. Holy fuck!
so it has
That's really nice.
so it has audio pass through on it too, and then that's what the volume control is for, and it's got RGB. It was half off. So
It's pretty dope. Certified for OBS.
oops. But yeah, it's normally like they're like $190, and I got it for like just at $100, I think.
Audio pass through is pretty cool too.
So it only does 1080p, which sucks, but
Sucks.
I'd rather have a 4K. But they're like,
What do you have that you need 4K for right now?
well, I want future-proof it if I buy it, is kind of the idea, right?
You want what?
Future-proof it if I buy it.
So
But it was cheap enough that
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
I would say if you spend like a lot of money on it, then you're just a fucking idiot. But you
Right.
said you got it on sale, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's relatively cheap.
Well, anything that's like $200 does 1080p, and that's pretty much what it does.
I like the mirror.
So.
Makes you look weird.
But obviously, I don't care about the audio stuff necessarily. So.
Right.
But we'll
put a different input in. Almost got wet again. Oh boy.
Yeah, I just figured for $100, and if Chris actually comes next week and wants to actually do what he said.
You want to put a bet on it?
No, actually, I don't want to put a bet on it. I talked to him this week. He was going to try to stream and play music at the same time, and then he put software encoding on his PC instead of hardware encoding. I was like, that's not going to work out for you.
Bummer.
Yeah. But I will hound him all next week. Be like, I'll show up to your house and drag you the fuck out there. I don't know exactly which house it is, but I'll pound on every door.
Yeah, you're either going to come or your neighbor's going to fucking hate you.
You got 2 options, motherfucker.
You're either going to come do something that you know you're going to enjoy.
Right. Well, that was like his...
Or you're going to come do it anyways, and your whole neighborhood's going to be a piece of shit.
When we were talking about it, he was like talking about how he was like trying to like get out, like talk his way out of it, like after he kind of agreed. And then he just like kept talking like, well, the only thing we've done together has been like really fun and eye-opening, like all this stuff. And I was like, I know, like I make sure that you're paid. All my friends go to you get fucking haircuts at this fucking point, all this shit. And he's like, God damn, I just talked myself further into it. I was like, yeah, no shit. Imagine that we have fun.
Yeah, how weird. It's one of those things where once you have fun, you don't really need to do it again. You're kind of just like set, you know?
Yeah, I didn't actually test the microphones, so yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Either way, you blared it out, regardless if it was just that microphone or not.
What was I going to say? There was something.
Oh, I trimmed and cleaned up my beard a little bit. Because it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been more than a month and that TikTok never happened, so.
Yeah, well, Wingate also shaved his like the week after they trimmed, and I was like, okay, cool. But man's also trying to find a job too, so there's that.
Yeah.
I don't care, obviously. Like, I have a job and I'm at home. Actually, I need to shave. Like mine's, it's not bad right now, but it's not where I like it to be either.
Just don't fuck it up again.
Also true. I really miss I was talking to
Having somebody be able to do it for you.
yeah. Like just
Same, dude.
It's like $8.
So hard to manage.
it was like $8 to get it
Right.
done correctly. So why not?
Like, I'm sure if I was doing it on somebody, I could do a good job where lines are straight and shit, but in the mirror, it's just impossible.
It just sucks because I was telling my dental assistant yesterday when I was in the dentist office. This thing, I was like, I have excellent hand-eye coordination, except for when it comes to cutting my face. I cannot fucking just the backwardsness of it. I think is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I can race toy cars with it facing me and not have an issue whatsoever. All that stuff, or RC planes or drones. I have no problem doing it. But as soon as it's here, I'm all nah. I think that just comes from the impatience of both of us a little bit.
I do perfectly fine.
You were just saying how you were fucking it up.
I never fucked it up.
But maybe it's not as bad as me. You don't have the hair to fuck up the same way
That's
that
what
I do.
My clippers, the guards still fit my beard. So I just put it on a setting and go to town. And then this is the only hard part, which I did today. Just getting this to look decent. I think I did alright.
Doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does matter because everybody can see it. Really
Yeah, especially when you're this on the camera, straight to
Well, no,
it.
it's when I'm talking to somebody.
Right.
They see this angle. Including this patchy motherfucker and this whole
Yeah, why don't you, when your jawline's higher than what you have it set to?
I don't have a jawline. It's just kind of fluff.
I have considering how round my face is, I actually have a pretty solid jawline. My face is also.
Also a very long jawline. Like I don't have your ideal like square jawline.
Well, neither of us do. We're not fucking like Christopher Reeve over here.
I'm not saying like we need to be chiseled. I'm just saying like mine, most jaws come down and then out. Mine like cuts across, goes diagonally.
Yeah, I mean mine does the same thing. I don't think that the chiseled thing is a normal thing, to be perfectly honest.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting a follow-up question, so.
Well, you put it out there, so.
Next.
Yeah, as soon as Chris decides he's going to do it again, I'm on board, so.
Do what?
Cutting beards.
Oh, same.
Because I fucking hate it.
But.
I fucking hate it. Again, it's just, you know the people that cut their own hair. Like, you've done it, and we've also discussed it, how, like, it was silly.
It looked alright.
It looked okay, but not, like, stellar, you know what I mean?
No, it was great.
And that's kind of thing is, like, when you cut your own hair, like, it's never gonna be stellar.
Well, the thing is, because you see yourself differently.
Right.
Like the person who's doing it for you, like they see you how everybody else sees you, so they know how to make it look good. When you do it yourself, you're seeing a mirrored image of yourself, which is completely fucking different.
Right.
So you look good until somebody else sees you like, that's...
Right.
Because you didn't realize you were tilting your head like this, but you were cutting it so everything's a little...
Right.
funky.
So it's like, like you can have a good haircut, like it can look okay, and like it can
But
be
it's not going to look
good.
as good as like if somebody does it for you.
Right. It feels like when you have like...
Unless you shave your head, then you're fine.
Correct. Because if you fuck that up...
There's just blood.
or you just have like, again, patchy areas. Matt, like that's kind of... I think that's what Eric's afraid of if he starts shaving his head.
What?
This is just going to
Sucking
leave
at it?
He's going to... Yeah.
I'm afraid of just not being good at it. Other than that, I'm on board. I want to rock a bald head, but I just don't think I can do it.
Nah, dude, he's too afraid to rock baldy.
Well, he's already halfway there, not by his own choice.
I know, it's...
So, dude, you
point-
couldn't control the first 50% of hair loss. Control the second half.
Right.
Call it a fucking day.
Well, it's either that or pay for keeps. Like,
Yeah, have a say in the matter. You're letting your body do what it wants.
It's worked out well for all of us during quarantine.
Right? I feel better than I ever have. It's the least I've ever weighed. It's great.
So, decided to ride bikes a lot this summer.
My receding hairline looks like bad on camera.
You look like what?
My receding hairline looks pretty good on camera. Look at that fucking thing.
I like how you unboxed these but didn't actually open them.
Look. Oh, that's right. Well, it's got a plastic wrapper, and then a box, and then a box in the box, and that box has a cup that's got film on it. Fuck you. Get rid of two of them.
I'm just giving you shit, dude. Calm down.
I'm not yelling at you, I'm just the people.
You're being an asshole!
Oh.
Asshole!
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, do you see this thing on camera? This looks aggressive.
Well, that's how it actually looks.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. So,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not
not
like...
to be a dick, but it's always looked that bad. So.
No, I'm just saying it looks like that now.
Okay,
It wasn't
yeah.
always. I've known you for like 4 years now.
Yeah, it probably started getting worse. Whole wife and kids thing, you know.
You're gonna be on that keeps.
No, I've already told McKella, when I start balding, it's gone. I'm shaving.
Yeah, that's fair. That's cheaper that way.
Fucking plugs and wigs and other dumb, stupid
Right.
shit. Fuck that.
I mean, it's a lot of work for like not much gain. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah, so I'll shave my head, then you guys want to see my sick head tat.
maybe you should just get like micro needle like head, so it's like it looks like a beard, but like it's on your head.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a micro needles in there, so it's all tattooed in there.
Yeah, probably not.
It'd be funny.
It would be funny. It would also be not a great long-term idea.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not expecting these follow-up questions you keep coming up with.
I'm just like not? Like,
Dude.
like, do you think you'd like not have a job if you had a tattooed beard on your head?
Probably not. It's weird.
Like I had cancer, and then make them feel really bad.
You don't lie about something like cancer.
I agree, but like they're like being.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. You should. I would.
That's all I'm saying.
Likewise, yeah. What?
Not me.
Nah, I mean. Sure, buddy.
Not your buddy,
pal. I was waiting for that. Not your pal, chief.
Fucking South Park.
I still haven't watched the new special. Either of them, really. I never saw the pandemic one.
I don't watch anything, so.
I know.
I probably should. Just so I can like talk to people about things.
I probably should, so I could kind of be like a normal person who can actually hold a conversation, but...
I mean, I have zero problem holding a conversation.
It was a joke. Chill out.
Bro.
20 to 30 minutes before our food gets here, but they're still making it, so... It's really
It's just
hungry.
not as fast as Wingstop, man.
It's not, but I made it something different.
But it's, you know...
It's so much of the wing, you know? So much the wing. The wang. There's so much wang. We eat so much wang.
Wang.
I don't want no more wang.
I thought about trying to make something else for the night, but I just didn't have time.
Like a 3 cheese lasagna.
Well, I didn't have time because I went to Tony's and Seth for a little while, so...
Dope.
Just had a couple beers.
So he'll hang out during the day, but not the night. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Well, no, like he goes there by himself typically and does not call me. So we talked about this on Monday.
What?
When we were eating food, he's like, yeah, like I've been over there, blah, blah, blah. Like, and he's like, I should probably call you, like, you know, like, and I was like, yeah, whenever. Like, I'm always available to, like, go hang out for a couple hours.
He just goes by himself?
It's Seth. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he actually did text me today, and I was like, all right. I was already out, like I had gone to the bank and shit, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just drive over there.
Didn't fucking text me, bitch. Couldn't have come, but couldn't.
Yeah, it's a little different for like my web dev. Like if I get hammered, I'm like, oh, I don't have to wait till Monday. Whereas like you have to drive somewhere.
He hasn't driven me around while I work on stuff.
Except for that we were drinking too, so it doesn't work that way.
We can. It'd be hard to get an Uber dude to do that.
It'd be expensive.
Yeah.
Really kind of negates the working part of it.
Right.
I paid $35 for this guy to drive me over here. We just need to find a teenage kid that you can be like, hey, like I'll give you $20 and some weed. For a whole day.
Look like Tyler to you? Yeah, man, just go grow some weed in neighbor's backyard. Fuck out of here with that nonsense. Not on camera, bro.
I mean, it's not like you're growing weed in your fucking apartment, so.
You're right.
It's actually legal in this state, too, you dipshit.
Not when it's against your lease.
Fair. If you just had like a potted one, do you think they'd be pissed over there? Like you weren't like growing it to like have like tons and like use a ton of energy. You just have a potted plant in the window.
I can't imagine that you really get mad at just one potted plant.
Right.
Because then you're just gonna look like the psycho bitch that's like just raging over a plant.
Right.
Hey, you walk in, I got a whole grow, and I've like turned your whole fucking unit into that room before it was redone. I get it.
It makes sense to be pissed about
one
that.
potted plant. Even if you have a problem, fuck yourself.
Right. You didn't like.
What are you gonna do?
It's not like any different than having like a fucking potted like anything.
How about you slow down and chill out, smoke some weed, we can talk about this.
Right. What? Okay, Fonzie, like. I mean, it's a little before both of our times, but it's kind of like, that's like transgressed for like 50 years at this fucking point. Like, hey!
It has been that long, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like early 70s.
It's back in my heyday. It's a good time.
When you're back in your, dad's ball sack kind of situation.
Swimming all day, dude. Not a thing to fucking worry about. Just have these two big old pools, a little river that connects to the two, and just swim back and forth.
Hang with your buddies, doing the thing.
Yeah. And one day I drowned and I was reincarnated.
This is pretty fucking good.
As an asshole. What?
This is pretty fucking good. Don't fucking ruin it.
It's garbage.
I will smack the shit out of you if you ruin this bowl. Just douche. Straight up mushroom stamp on your forehead.
That's where this came from.
A mushroom stamp?
Look at it. It looks like an uncircumcised penis. Just you can't see the mushroom because there's other flesh there. But it looks like I got smacked in the face at 80 miles an hour with a penis.
It does have like the arrow scenario you got going on here. Maybe you should
Arrow.
yeah, it looks like a fucking point.
Here?
Yeah, down. No, the hair
Oh,
does.
this right here?
Yeah, if you shaved it back,
These
it wouldn't look so bad.
Yeah, no, those are my style points.
I remember one time, I think it was Eric, I don't remember, but he was getting a haircut years ago, and he's like, yeah, I want the triangles. And I was like, get that shit out of my face.
The what?
The triangles on the side, because he was already kind of balding earlier in life, and he was like, yeah, I want the triangles, on the, in that area. And I was like, no, you don't.
Triangles?
Yeah, of no hair. So you wanted, to, do this, bang style, but, with, yeah.
What?
It was weird.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's something I've been wondering for years, but he's pretty funny, so.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
Yeah. I'd like to get him on, a stage, just to talk about anything.
If this podcast ever goes on tour, he's gotta come.
Oh, definitely. He's taking days off, bro.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck how many toilets you think you need to clean. You're coming with us.
Right.
Janitor Man goes on tour.
That'd be so fucking great. The Janitor Man tour.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
It'd be fantastic. The kid he's so funny, he does not realize it at all.
Eric, dude, 2 years ago, there was only 5 of us wearing shirts with your face on them. Not the whole fucking country's wearing shirts with your face on them, motherfucker. What do you think?
That's the fucking goal, man. That's the fucking
now
goal.
67% of the earth knows you murder horses. That's crazy, right?
That's the fucking goal. That's what I want. That's what I want.
That'd be great. They had to bring a hookah on tour. Fuck it, who cares?
Stage stuff is different. You see people smoking stuff on stage and that kind of stuff. Even
Yeah, I get in trouble immediately afterwards because I started smoking. Did I ever tell you that story at the Aggie when the bouncer ripped the joint out of my mouth? My blunt that I just got? So, snuck in. I had this pre-wrapped cones just tucked in my shoe. Had one in my taint. They were in cases.
holy shit.
So then,
Yeah, totally. No, Janitor Man that is a goal.
Let's start promoting that now. Janitor Man 2020.
2022.
Oh yeah, fuck 20. Don't go backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a goal for sure. That's what I want this to be, as a touring scenario at some point.
That'd be dope.
Just because, again, it's fun as shit. I think
One word.
one word.
One word.
I'll have to look back because I also.
Something that would look sick if you got a tattoo across your chest in an arc.
Dude, so imagine the bitches he'd get.
I'm still debating getting my Grand Theft Auto tattoo. In real life,
The Davis?
I could not put that on my. I saw that. I was like, I don't even care what the rest of the options are. Doesn't matter. How great is that?
That'd be great.
I just wish we could beat that mission.
Dude, I don't know. That thing is.
Next time we try it, we need to switch.
Where I do the inside, dude, the outside's hard.
The inside.
The tower is dumb as fuck.
The inside is tricky the first couple times, but if it's like if we switch and I keep dying, you'll get it down pretty quick. You'll know where each of them come out from exactly when, because we were doing it. The first couple times was rough, but you're like you and Jack, we're struggling outside. I'm just sitting there just picking off heads. I'm like, you guys ready? Cool. Like someone's making it. I would get the dude and I'd come out, but I could never make it out of the building with him.
It's fucking
It turned into a speed run for me at this point. I was like, I just need to get out before they die.
I think it's a 4-man.
Yeah. 3 outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit inside, there's shit to hide behind. There's,
the tower sucks. Fuck that goddamn game.
Out in the open, and there's a helicopter.
Did you see they released a patch for it?
I saw that. I haven't loaded into it yet.
I also haven't either, but 70% faster apparently.
Which is phenomenal.
Right, because that shit takes 100
Instead of
years.
streaming for 1 hour now, I'm going to stream for much more. So I'll just log in time. Open the game at 6 so we can play at 8. Sick. That'll be nice.
You should get that fucking tattoo. Really, I mean, you don't grow enough body hair to fucking shave it in your chest, but...
Yeah, dude. I grow here like crazy.
Just shave it in your chest then.
I don't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen...
pubes everywhere.
It's like
really?
pre-pubescent pubes. It's like they're there, but
Not pre, but it's like that first year where you just get kind of a few stringy ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's my body.
Like most, I can grow hair on my body, but like it's not like crazy. Like I have some. But
I have some, but it's definitely like you could just also mistake me for like a Eastern European woman. You know what I mean?
I'm a Romanian woman underneath. Who knew?
I'm a hard 6 white male from the neck up. From the neck down, hard 6 Hungarian woman.
Maybe a hard 4.
I was even gonna say maybe a soft 7. Nah, definitely a soft 4.
As a Romanian woman, because they're pretty to be honest. They're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy as fuck, but
pretty. Just like all.
Yeah.
There's some pretty and there's some not pretty.
Right. It's just
there's pretty white people and there's ugly white people. Same for every race.
Just people. As long as you're not just like down South Alabama hillbilly, like ugly. Like,
yeah, but there's
no
just a
care.
different level of ugly when you're inside your cousin. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You'll figure it out.
It's never.
We'll figure it out.
No, I don't. I mean,
I don't think I will.
I don't think so.
Good.
I left the hillbilly lifestyle, so.
You what?
I left the hillbilly lifestyle.
Left.
Left. You need to clean your ears out or something.
I just did. I took a shower for you. And I cleaned it with the things you're not supposed to clean your ears with.
Q-tips, that's why you can't hear.
You're
You're just pushing the fucking... Yeah, that's what it does. That's why you don't use them.
Probably. I can hear fine, just not when you whisper.
I never whisper. That's not my jam.
When you said left,
I am loud as fuck always.
When you said left, it was pretty down there.
I just left.
Yeah, I mean,
Left. I was not doing this.
You kind of were.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. A little bit. You got a little somber in there. Like, I left it, man.
No, I left the hillbilly lifestyle. Like,
See, now you're loud.
no, it was that loud before.
You weren't.
Whatever you want to say.
You can look back at it, motherfucker.
I will.
It's going to sound different because you're in the microphone. I'm over here. If you would have whispered that in my ear, I would have heard it. But you whispered it right here.
But yeah, no, like, my family left the Black Hills and the hillbilly lifestyle up there.
That's not that hillbilly compared to it is. I'm not saying it's not. What?
It's very hillbilly. It's gross, to be honest. That's how hillbilly it is.
Alright, I've never lived there, I don't know.
There's a reason why there's a large motorcycle rally where
That's why they're the Black Hills. When we found them, they were the White Hills. But we're just fucking disgusting. Scott.
Has to be at this point.
Or somebody and their dog. Could be Kate. Who? Nope, that's fucked up. Thank God she's not here to hear that.
Nah, that's gotta be.
Man, I hope she wasn't watching for that one. I feel rude.
That'd be fine.
I know, but it's just... my bad.
I mean, animals, they come and they go.
Oh.
It's like people, you know. We don't.
There's some that are much better than people.
Well, I mean, obviously, I think animals are genuinely better than most people.
No.
I find people to be
I'm talking about just like...
garbage.
No, I'm talking about just strictly like age range.
Right. Well, yeah, obviously, you know,
I
animals.
was like, obviously animals are better than people because animals can't fucking talk.
They're not malicious. Is kind of the thing.
Some of them are.
Moose. Moosin.
Yeah, moosin. All the moosin in the woods.
Hippos are pretty mean.
I don't think hippos are really mean. They're just defensive, and they're just big.
Well, they're pretty mean.
Yeah, but so it's like a fucking when a nesting bird is like attacking your fucking head. It's also being mean, but it doesn't matter because you can swat it away and break every fucking.
So here's the thing: they're not malicious.
I
In
can't
the scenario.
swat a fucking hippo.
They're
And it just
defensive.
shatters.
So that's what I'm saying. That they're defensive because they don't know.
They're not just dicks for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Whereas people can be dicks for no reason.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. People can be malicious, but animals aren't. They just are, you know, defensive.
Yes.
I do dig the fucking new spectacles, to be honest.
I do.
They're pretty rad.
They're so clean still.
You can see your own eyeballs.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. It's like I'm looking at me super close. And I keep thinking they're dirty because I can see like the glare from my eye back on the lens. I was like, there's a fucking smudge right there, but it's moving. I figured out it's just my eye.
The microphones did not pick that up, but we definitely hear that. This smells good.
This stuff is rough.
No, mine's... Dude, try the sour apple. It's fucking good.
This one's not bad, but it's got a little bit of that signature Four Loko battery acid thing going on.
Yeah, I mean... I just like how excited we were when we saw it, and then we're like, yeah, and then like later we're like, oh, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we had it, it took me for a ride, but we also got kind of high too, and...
I got this stuff, man. Hi, babe. Or me. Never know.
You're just chatting yourself. It's fine.
Could be.
It's fine.
Trying to get the chat going, so I'm just over here trying to stir up some shit. Since Dan just popped in and left.
Let's send this notification, because fuck it!
Dan, where were you when I was trying to shovel out my mom's driveway, dude? The fuck, man? It was so bad down there, dude. So bad.
Whoever plowed those roundabouts in front of their fucking places was terrible.
The one out on out on Taft, the big one.
Yeah, they were terrible.
So when I first went through that, it wasn't even fully done. It was bad. They plowed it, so it was just like a normal street. They didn't do the roundabout parts.
Right.
So you couldn't, it was just a street, pretty much.
Yeah, it was, like, when me and Seth were down there, it was fucking terrible.
When I got there, because I couldn't, my van's not going to fucking go through that shit. My 4Runner got stuck. So I ended up going down to my mom's house, my 4Runner, because that made it out of my neighborhood perfectly fine. My van would have gotten stuck immediately, because the plow pushed everything just right in front of our driveway. It's like, yeah, my 4Runner, I had to kind of blow through it. And so I get down there, I go into the neighborhood, and the first part of it, somebody had taken, although it was a plow, but it was on some sort of construction equipment or something, which people were starting to do that. Yeah,
it was like a Bobcat or something, so skinny.
Yeah, so skinny, but you could fit perfectly. But then there was a point I got to the first roundabout in the neighborhood. There was a car kind of stuck in it. It's like, fuck. And then you can see it starts to not be. Someone just stopped there, which is weird. But whatever.
It just didn't front,
So I was like, whatever. Here we go. I put it in 4 low. Unlocked the diffs. and just started crawling through it, and it was fine. I see somebody else stuck, and I had to go through a roundabout that was completely untouched yet. And as soon as I'm coming out of it, something just like pushed me into the curb, right into powder. I was stuck for like 5 minutes. I'm sitting there turning the wheels, rocking back and forth, whatever, just creating my space. Then I got out, whatever. Got to my mom's house, because the only way the tracks now were like anybody who had a big truck that had left that day. There were those kind of tracks.
So it just made really deep ruts.
So as long as...
And your 4Runner's a little skinnier than big trucks too, so...
Yeah, and it was even to the point where, like, if you stop, you'd be in trouble. If you don't have four-wheel drive, you could probably get through it even if you didn't. But if you stop, that's a problem. So I get to my mom's house, and hers is completely untouched, right? And her neighbor has already got, like, his most of the way done. So I stopped in the street, so I was like, where the fuck am I going to park? There's nowhere to park. Like, there's nothing is plowed yet. So he saw as a giant, like, 3-foot drift in front of his driveway. He's like, oh, you just try to blow through that and you park in mine, then help us. It's like, okay, cool. So I tried to blow through it. I got stuck. So we had to, like, get all the snow out from the front. So it was just packed under the car. So we cleared out, like, the front wheels and forward. And then I was able to do my thing again, make my space, get through. And we started cleaning up. And then one of my other mom's neighbors owns a construction company. So you see him come around the corner.
She keeps trying to speak into the remote to talk to you.
Hi, Dorothy. But, so you see him come around the corner with like his little crane, not crane, like an excavator, a small excavator that had a plow in the front. So he's doing that. He cleared out like most of the driveway, which was nice because it was a good 2.5 feet on our driveway. So we got that, and then all of a sudden, like 30 minutes later, as we were just cleaning up the rest, this giant fucking like bulldozer is going through the neighborhood, just pushing shit out of the way. It's kind of dope. But here, I'll show you this picture of my mom's backyard. She had like, I didn't actually measure it, but I would bet it was at least a 5-foot drip to snow in the center of her backyard. It was nuts. She's got a little cement patio that sits about a foot higher than the grass. You couldn't even see that anymore. It was gone. You just couldn't even tell it was there. Where'd she? Oh yeah, she texted it to me. So I can find this. It was nuts, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the last couple days we've tamed out here, but yeah, it looks like a lot of fun to like. It may be fun to fuck around in, but not to like have to dig.
I thought about it. I should have just for fun. I should have just ran and jumped right into it, just to see, because it's
this snow is so wet. The snow is so wet. It wasn't that fun to like play around unless you like built some like cool shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, the people who we share like a lawn with, they started trying to build like this igloo fort thing. And they did pretty well. They got up maybe like 4.5, 5 feet. And they were taking like storage bins and making giant cubes and like stacking them. I think they were trying to make an igloo, but they do what everybody else does when they try to make an igloo. Is they start, then figure out that physics doesn't work when you're trying to do the dome. Because that's not how you actually build an igloo. You don't just stack blocks.
Right.
So they just got to the fort part and then just left it as a fort. But dude, that thing melted quick.
Yeah, I mean, I shoveled, the main walk or whatever, but like, obviously,
a lot of this stuff has been melting really fast because it is so wet.
Yeah, it just
the water just helps the rest of the snow melt that's under it, so it just melts super fast.
No, that's like the thing here, like in like Fort Collins, anyways. Like sometimes it feels dumb to like shovel because like in like 2 or 3 days is just fucking gone.
Well, so like Fort Collins did a very good job, like keeping the roads cleared, and then because on Tuesday I'm headed to work, like Monday, so Fort Collins was great. Like the roads were awesome. Loveland, not so much. Berthoud, no one gave a fuck. And then I'm going down the interstate on Tuesday, kind of around between the Loveland exit and Johnson's Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, for longer than that, probably a little bit. It really doesn't matter. But the left lane, you had a choice to make. Either ride in the left lane and you're just on ice the whole time. There's just a layer of ice over the whole left lane. Or you go in the right lane where it's clear, but you gotta be careful because every now and then there's a giant fucking pile of snow that cuts in the lane. Because it's where like the construction's going, so they
Right.
can't push off the side of the road. They're stuck in like a fucking barrier. So I'm driving. Luckily he wasn't right next to me, but this other truck he's kind of in front of me. All of a sudden he just swerves left. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's just a giant pile of snow in the lane. Just pushing him into the left lane. Like, that's cool. So that's your other option.
I remember like a few years back we were like going snowmobiling and I had this is quite a few years back. I had like my F-150 and with the sleds in the back and they had closed I-80, so like we were gonna like go sledding, you know, we're gonna sled. So we're going up like down County Road 77 in Larimer County, which is like Out Canyon exit, and we're going towards 287. And no plows had gone through there, but there's like, I don't know, like 6-7 foot drifts. And it's just like, well, we're in the truck, we're already doing 55. Just fucking, we're like launching the truck and trailer. It might be. Rough. I'm a dog. Snow's fucking good though. I'm gonna go play in it more. I'm gonna play in the snow all fucking year because we've been like super dry. My sled's still broken. What a hard seltzer. Who thought of that? A hint of sour mango. We ID. On the can, we ID. Who IDs when I have the can in my goddamn hand? What? Why?
What are you crying about?
On this can it says we ID.
Cool.
Like, why? Also, like, who thought of Four Loko seltzer? Who makes this?
Four Loko?
It is Drink 4 Brewing Company.
4loco.com?
I mean, it is 4loco.com, so
Will do.
you're right. You right.
Alright, so we're gonna play a game. You pick one, and you're stuck with it.
No.
Okay. No, not playing.
Not playing this game. I think you chose correctly though. I think.
I think so, because mine was on there second. So I figured.
That's just 2, yeah. I didn't realize I had 2 on there.
I know, I'm a tricky boy. Sure you don't want this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You didn't even look at it.
Got the stash, you know.
There's a handful.
Couple Navicans.
Yeah, they didn't put it in the bag.
I mean, honestly, like if I was delivering, you'd get nothing else extra in the bag.
Right?
Cause like,
It doesn't matter.
yeah. Though I'm in my house and I have no fucking, you know, way to clean my face, like my hands, like get out of my face. Go shit. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
What?
Burgers were a good choice.
No, dude. So good. I haven't had Big L's in so long.
As far as a quick burger is pretty much the go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the serving size 5 ounces on this?
What?
The store logo. Grape's not as good as the apple. As the sour apple.
No?
Sour apple's solid.
Let's try that one next.
Premium malt beverage with artificial flavor and certified color. What is certified colors?
We had that conversation already.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. This one that we had certified and non-certified colors in it. Remember?
It was a while ago now.
Mm-hmm. What? What? Huh?
Just making noises. Just make it noises. Da da da.
What a burger, man. So fun.
Yos. Cup of the week. That's worth it.
What?
It was worth it.
It's alright.
I think you're all beat up from working on cars. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's the best.
So half the reason why I don't like it is just beat yourself up the whole time.
It's a lot of fun. Cuts, scrapes, bruises.
Potential spam, should we answer it?
Huh?
Potential spam, should we answer it?
Yep.
Hello?
This is an important message from GTO about calls from an offender at a correctional facility. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprima el número 1.
What?
Your telephone service provider is unable to bill you for these calls. If you wish to receive these calls, you must contact us at 1-877-650-4249
Did you call from the jail?
to arrange for billing. To hear these instructions again, press 1. To hear information about how to stop receiving, your telephone service provider is unable to bill you for these calls. If you wish to receive these calls, you must contact us at 1-877-650-4249
Who's calling me from jail?
to arrange for billing.
Hold on.
To hear these instructions again, press 1. To hear information about how to stop receiving these notifications, press 2 or call us toll-free at 877-650-4249 to speak with a representative who can process your opt-out request. To end this call, please hang up.
I really wanted to be like more fun with that one.
Yeah.
But did someone just call me from jail?
No, it didn't give you the option to like, would you like to take this call?
Well, no, it's my billing. My provider can't do
Bill you
that.
for it?
Bill me for it.
Did you just receive a call from prison?
I think so.
Who's in jail?
I don't know. Who would be calling me from jail?
I would.
All the people that I picked up from jail previously have children, which is good.
That doesn't mean a thing. Huh.
Was kind of weird. It could have been a spam of like get my information.
I think it was because usually like the jail calls are much more robotic. No,
He's upstairs.
He's upstairs. I think. I don't know. Maybe.
He might be. Yeah. He just dropped the dog off. No, we heard him upstairs when Blue was yelling.
Good guess though.
Very random though.
That's very weird.
Like usually it's like some.
It's usually like you have received a collect call from inmate blah 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 at the Latimer County.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
But usually, again, it's only if your carrier accepts billing for that shit. So.
I guess that's true. I keep forgetting that part. But you would think that like all of them would.
Yeah, I mean, mine's a MNVL or whatever. Since it's through Comcast, not through. A primary one.
You still think that would be like a thing like that why would a telephone company not want to be able to bill for something? They'd be like, fuck yeah, we'll bill for that.
And it may just be a network scenario where they can't pinpoint it because it's using somebody else's network, but the billing is different.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not gonna lie, I think my favorite part of getting burgers is fries.
Good fries.
Yeah.
Some places don't have great fries.
Everybody has good fries. Now, if they're made correctly, is a different scenario. Nah, I mean,
What do you mean? I don't.
like it's McDonald's fries are always banging, but on occasion, you'll go there and you're like, these are garbage.
So you gotta ask for them with no salt.
Yeah, but they could always like burn them and do the bullshit.
True.
Like I had one a couple weeks ago. I had gone through the Wendy's situation, and they were like the fries were like extra mega crispy, and like they were like pretty bomb for like a couple, and then you're like, this is just like
Yeah. You know who else usually
okay.
consistently has like some pretty good fries? Red Robin.
That's the only thing that's consistent about that fucking place.
Their beer's always cold.
I haven't been Red Robin in like 10 years, so I don't really know to be honest. But
The last time I went there was for we got measured for my brother's wedding.
Yeah.
We met. It was so funny. We met at like 10 or 11 in the morning to have lunch there, like early lunch. And then we were going to head over to Al's Formal Wear to get measured or whatever. So it was down at Centera. We were sitting there and
Al's Formal Wear. That reminds me. That's where I had my prom tux came from there. Because they sponsored me during the prom fashion show back in the day.
Oh, really?
So it was $3.99. It was from Al's.
That's
I haven't heard that name in literally 17 years.
When was the last time you needed to rent a suit? 17 years ago?
No. I've been in many weddings.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But there was, what was it? Forgot where
Sorry.
this was
You
going.
were going to Red Robin.
Oh, yeah. So they're all, like, it's 11 in the morning, maybe 10. I can't remember. It was kind of early for a lunch. But they're open and they're serving everything, including beer. So I was like one of the last ones to order, and everyone's like ordering like a, oh, can I get a water, or can I get a, no, can I get a, whatever. And I got like their big boy 32-ounce beer.
Yeah. As you should during
It's like,
bachelor party
I was
scenarios.
like, yeah, can I get a 32-ounce thing of that? And then my brother looks at me, he's like, I'll get a beer too. And then a few more of them ordered beer. I was like, who fucking cares? Someone's like, is it too early to order beer? I was like, does it fucking matter?
Yeah.
Do you want a beer? Order a fucking beer. You're an adult. I want a beer with my burger at 10 in the morning. I'm also eating a burger at 10 in the morning. So I'm really like, is it too early to have a beer? Is it too early to have like a lunch dinner burger and fries? Also maybe. But no, order one. Like, what do you mean?
We're adults. Like, who cares?
So, but that was funny. Is it too early to get a beer?
It just reminds me of that Chappelle Show skit with Bill Burr. The Samuel Jackson. Have you seen that? Like the Samuel Jackson beer? It's pretty funny.
I'll have to look that up at some point.
It starts the same way. Like, oh, I'll get a water or whatever. You know, it's like lunch, work, and... One guy's like, I'll go to Samuel Adams. And the other guy's like, I'll go to Samuel Jackson. It's good motherfucking beer!
I haven't seen that.
It's, I mean, you would have been like 10 when it came out, so...
Definitely didn't see it.
I don't know how much of the Chappelle Show you watch, but
I never really got into it too much.
this is my favorite show of all time. I mean, fucking Charlie Murphy made the show for me without even everything else.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, Player Harry's Ball and Charlie Murphy's like True Hollywood Stories.
I've never seen the show.
Oh my god, fuck you for one.
You're ancient compared to me. You're not that old, but... You're definitely older.
I mean, I will not deny that like my age, as far as like the numbers go, when I was on this earth.
Then again, that's why it matters.
Right. You're the one that's married.
I listen
to
to
kid.
music that's older than both of us combined, so...
Do you?
I'm
Yeah.
James Bitch.
Yeah. Fuck it. I love it, Eric. Thank
I've
you.
seen that clip of it. Was it the fuck your couch thing?
Yeah.
All the big, like, iconic moments of it.
The whole show was iconic. And
Yeah,
Bill
but they
Burr.
don't make memes out of every fucking part of the
They
show.
should.
That doesn't. That's hearsay. I'm saying they don't.
Like that's where like Bill Burr got like famous and shit too.
Fucking hate Bill Burr.
You're a liar.
Yeah. He's so funny.
But there's probably like 5% of the show that's bad, and for a skit show that's really good. Because typically skit shows are
Yeah. What about like the Andy Milonakis show, dude?
that show. I hated it when it was new. I hated it. I hated Andy Milonakis. Now that I'm like grown, I'm like, this is very fucking funny. And that dude's like 45 now.
That's crazy.
Right? He was a
bet
full-grown
does he still
adult
look
when
the
all that
same?
shit was going. Yeah, he was a full-grown adult. He was a full-grown adult when that show was like popular.
Damn it. Let me type.
Ugh.
Andy, please fill in the rest of this. Thank you.
I'm in a mess.
Soccer.
I'll send the Roomba around. It's fine. What a funny figure see in the face. Slap! Motherfucker. I love fucking Chappelle Show. It's that. So between Chappelle Show and Insomniac, those are the two shows that got me into like comedy and like.
He was born in 76.
Yeah. So he's literally 45 years old.
So like this is like the Wikipedia page, just like the highlights you get when you first search. Born blah blah blah. Height 5'6". Parentheses. Same as Elizabeth Olsen.
I love when they do that shit. Who the fuck is Elizabeth Olsen?
Oh, she's the Scarlet Witch.
I have no.
You don't watch movies.
No.
She's. I'm sure she's done something else. I just don't. No, not a lot. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah.
I've actually heard the name. I saw it like on like.
There's a few. She was in Ingrid Goes West as well. That was a funny one.
Nah. But yeah. So, but I would bet money that Annie Milonakis is more famous than she is.
No, she's an Avenger.
Okay, so maybe not
Yeah.
now. Because of that.
Now, she was also in Full House. Apparently, I'm trying to figure out who she played. Was she
In like Fuller House or like back in the day, like
back
Full
in
House?
the day Full House? So obviously you had Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's different Olsen though. So I don't think she was a regular part. Maybe she was just.
How old is Elizabeth? How old is she?
Old. Just kidding. I don't think she's that old.
I was like, I don't fucking know.
Well, she wasn't like a regular. I think she might have just been like she had a part at some point, maybe.
She was like some other baby. Daycare baby.
Let me get back. There we go. Oh yeah, she's only 32.
I mean, Mary Kate and Ashley were only like that age too, so like she would have had to been a baby on that show then, or like like small child, because that show would have been early 90s. So yeah, she would have been super young.
Oh no, she is the younger sister of Mary Kate and Ashley.
They had a younger sister. They were the babies.
Because Mary Kate, I can look it up. Mary Kate and Ashley are 34. She's only 32.
There was another child in that fucking show.
I don't know about Full House because they were in Full House. They were the kids. They were the babies.
Yeah, they were the babies.
So there was never like a baby after her.
Right. That I know of.
So did she like fill in for one of her sisters on like an episode when they just like couldn't figure it out?
There's a reason why there was two of them and there were one part in the show. It was like one of the first shows where they had like actual like babies on that shit.
Actual baby. They had the actual baby.
Have you ever seen Bob Saget's like actual stand up?
Yeah.
It is.
He's funny.
Ridiculous.
It's come through on the radio a few times.
I've seen him live. It was alright.
Elizabeth
You have a stroke? Like...
Elizabeth Olsen shares the career advice she got from big sisters Mary Kate and Ashley.
Oh, it's like it's her actual sisters.
Yeah, but she's like super tall compared to them, and also not on drugs.
Weird.
I wonder, was it?
I mean, hook me up. That's all I'm saying.
You got it, boss. No problem.
It's age appropriate, right?
I'll get them all over to your house. Don't you worry.
All three of them.
I'll get, more than that, I'll get the whole gang. We'll get Mary, Kate, and Ashley. We'll get her. We'll get Scarlett Johansson. And
Down.
Brie Larson. And
Down. Speak my language right there.
which one?
All
All the languages. I speak it all. Whoa. What, hey.
Already? No, I'm not done with that one yet.
I'm not done with my first one, so I should really be calling you out. But we got a whole 12-pack here, motherfucker.
They're already taking me for a ride. Not gonna lie.
What?
They're already taking me for a ride.
Let's ride. I'm working on it. My ride's a little slower than yours. Sure you would. I wouldn't mind a little formal meet and greet. Sit there and do coke, talk about anime together.
I would bet money they're not into like what Eric likes.
I guarantee you they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there. No need to be. I can't be that rude to him when he's not here. Do it to his face. I feel better.
Fair. I mean, he's listening, so.
Yeah, but I can't watch him not give a shit about what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's kind of like awesome how much he does not give a fuck.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
It's like you don't, but he does on a different like parallel.
Yeah, it's like I don't care because I chose not to care. He doesn't care just because he doesn't care.
Like again, if you guys were being held up by a criminal, 'cause this is my new analogy for things, as of tonight. If the things were like fucking dance or die, he'd dance first. You'd be dead.
Probably.
No, for sure. I was like, show me your movies. He's like, all right, cool. I don't think I've ever seen you really dance.
I have to want to. It's been seen.
I know, he just wants to easier.
Yeah.
I was saying you've never done it. And we've been to places with music where we like kind of get, whoa. It's not like getting down like he's doing over here with his fucking stuff. What was that song?
I mean,
Dum-de-dum or Drum Go Dum. His favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty catchy song.
You both can like it. It's fine.
I would really love to hear it in like an empty concert hall on full blast, just me in there. So I hear just like because I feel like with like a good subwoofer behind it, it probably slaps pretty hard.
Not my kind of music at all.
I know. Don't care.
Yep. I just pull my pants the rock way. That's all it is.
Yeah, different kind of music.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Hippity hop. That's my jam.
Some scat man, for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Do the scat man.
That guy's nuts.
That was like the Counter-Strike Source play over all the time.
Oh really?
Dude, custom servers back in the day, constant. Do the scat man.
Jesus. I couldn't listen to it that many times in a row, man.
Well, I mean,
I couldn't listen to most songs that many times in a row.
Yeah, I'm not a replay kind of guy.
I do. I play certain songs to death, but
Yeah,
I still
I can't.
enjoy them.
I can't do the there's several of my friends that like to when we're hanging out kind of drunk, oh, this is roll it back, and I'm like, no.
But every time we hang out, there's a few songs I like to listen to, but I won't play them over and over again, back to back.
No, it's
unless I'm trying to learn a sick rap part or something.
You're not a Kate. Kate likes to fucking sit on a song for 40 minutes and get that shit out of my face. Yeah, I can't do it.
That's aggressive.
I cannot do it.
I can't do it, Captain.
I'm very much like the, all right, move to the next fun song. I don't need to it's like, It's like people like to watch like the same movies over and 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 over. I can't do it. Like they're like as soon as it's done, start it over, or the next day, same thing. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I could do same day even. Maybe like I could maybe do like once a week.
No.
That'd be my max. And then, but it'd probably just ruin the movie. Maybe once a month. So at least forget a couple small details.
I don't forget anything.
Favorite songs I could listen to all day.
Yeah, I know you could. No, thank you. It's just not for me. I like, again, that I don't forget it part is my issue. Like, I'm just like...
Figure it out. Be a bitch. Forget about it.
I wish. Many things I can forget, but I can't.
Just do it.
Nope.
Just do it.
I can't.
Just do it.
I love when Shia LaBeouf went crazy. It's like the fucking best.
He looked ridiculous.
It is the fucking best though. When he just like went off the chain, it was like the best time for Shia LaBeouf, in my opinion.
Why?
Just because it was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if like mentally or like all that stuff was like good for him, but for like me,
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he really enjoyed a lot of it. Probably.
I mean, it's hard to say. He might
He may have.
just be himself finally for once and not have to like act and do the thing. He made some weird ass movies.
He did.
That video with hit like the
Holes
music.
is always gonna be a great movie though.
What holes?
Holes.
Yeah, I'll agree. Do you ever see like the video that he did for Sia or Sia or whatever the fuck her name is?
See ya.
It's
No.
kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's like him and like this like 13, 14-year-old girl in the video. It's really weird. The song's like okay, but like the video makes it super weird. Yeah.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Ringing a bell. Shame.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Shame.
But yeah, I'm not.
Tupac process.
Up and then back. Couldn't just pull it back.
Ooh.
No. Alright, well.
It's not how microphones work.
They're very mobile.
Not really. I can't really move that much, relatively. Kind of stuck to a certain range of motion.
Mobile.
Relatively.
This shit smells. The initial taste is like Kool-Aid, or like grape
This
crush.
smells awful. I think I might have picked like the worst one first.
Like grape crush is what this, and then it just goes gross.
It tastes
But try the fucking apple. It's fucking
like medicine.
Gucci.
Oh, it tastes like, just NyQuil and rubbing alcohol. Ugh.
NyQuil and rubbing alcohol. Making some lean. Ugh. I just like the picture in my dome, like ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I can imagine.
I don't know if I have any rubbing alcohol. I can like put like a smell too. Thought it did, but I don't see it up there.
No. Yeah, soju though.
Ugh. Also.
Ugh.
I mean, these are like 3 beers in one can. Mm-hmm.
You almost got 2 down. I'm still working on the first one. This one just does not taste good.
Polish? Polish.
Give me a second.
Cheers and polish me.
In a minute. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. This is aggressive.
I'm not leaning forward, so you leave run to me.
I know. Thank you for nothing.
So, dude.
Ooh, that's gross.
Yeah, it's like a pole now.
Boom, dude. That was a big one. I'm sure that was scary sounding.
Yeah, this is a pole now. What are you doing?
For locals?
You want to hang out?
Yeah.
Dude, they're aggressive.
Yeah.
You want to Four Loco?
I can't tell you the last time I've had one of those. Let me start this real quick.
Last time
All
I had
right.
one of these is about 34 seconds ago.
That's why I moved to Montucky. But you try the sour apple one's really good.
Dude, that does not feel good in my throat.
That's one of like things. Like I watch my like self in like the video, and I'm like, man, I'm like really like deep, but like I can't like I can do that, but like
Fucking dread.
but like not the same.
That's a shame.
Like the titties, like when like me and Seth were going to like pick up that car on Monday, and go to the fucking like highway, like fucking on the concrete in his truck, and it's all, dude, I'm like, man, my titties are fucking hanging out right now, like just doing the thing. I'm like, God, it's so fat.
Huh. We have this like Dollar General 2 bears, 1 cave thing going on.
Well, if you want to know, like the thing is, I think we are easily as funny as I love Bert and Tom. Don't get me wrong, they're very funny.
One of Bert's things he can do, and it's funny, and it gets funnier every time, is when he just laughs at his own shit
Oh
before
my god,
getting it
yeah,
off.
and he like squeals. I love his squeal.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't do it, but like that squeal that he does,
So funny,
it
dude.
cracks me up like crazy.
I see their clips come across TikTok all the time. It's so fucking funny. But just, I was just looking.
General Bears one game.
I was just looking at the camera. I was
I
like,
love it.
outside like the arrangement, you know, like the dollar store, Bert Kreischer, the dollar store Tom Segura.
You can't put that on me.
What?
I love Bert. Don't get me wrong, but like, nah.
Are you more Tom than Bert?
Oh yeah.
Are you more Tom than Bert than I am Bert than Tom?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because
In the relationship, I'm Tom. You're Bert.
I'll agree with that.
That's where I was going.
But I also do the things to you that Tom does to Bert. Like make him like drink more and weird shit and like different shit.
That's
like-
true. Maybe I am Bert.
Like like I'm not saying like that's kind of things like when it's like, you know, shot time or whatever, like I'm getting you to do it. Not like that's how Tom works out, right?
Right. Okay.
So like I think we shift between who's who on that one. But you're not wrong. It's kind of like right now, especially, we're both like we just ate a bunch of food and just dumb bullshit, and we're just drinking weird shit.
Yeah. Dude, I want to burp, but I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where
You
it's
know,
at.
it's a little more my style, like to go for a dunk and break my arm or leg or whatever.
Yeah, I've never broken anything.
Yeah.
Just a natural athlete. You know, kind of still is.
That's one of like the few podcasts that I watch every week. I love fucking
Dude, 2 Bears, 1 Cave is so fucking funny.
Dude.
Just their relationship is just funny to watch.
dude. They like love each other so goddamn much.
And they'll just sit there on the podcast and just laugh for a
Right.
solid 3 to 5 minutes.
Just no fucks.
It's the funniest fucking thing. Because Bert's over there doing his fucking squeal thing right into the microphone.
It's
And like
so
you just
good.
see Tom with his like head on the fucking table and his body just his mic's all pushed away. He's just losing it.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you know, the way that, like, we've been doing this podcast, like, these last, like, 3 or 4 months have been absolutely fucking hilarious, in my opinion.
That's been pretty funny.
Like,
What we should do now,
the
though.
cream saver thing, I've had people fucking call me and go, what the fuck? on that one. Like literally, like
so-
legit. Call me.
It was so funny, but it was so gross.
It's so gross. But I've had people call me and go, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like,
We're running a podcast, creating content. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
but that shit was so fucking funny. And there was this discussion after we got off games last night. Somebody called me and we were talking about some shit. And I was like, yeah, like the last 3 or 4 months have been so fucking funny. Like in January when I know she has one that kind of shit. Like
That was in January?
yeah, that was 2 months ago.
Christ. I don't see that one.
But literally, it's been the last 3 or 4 months have been so fucking funny that whenever I had to listen to them or I'm going through trying to find whatever to make it fit for a TikTok or just to have some funny ass shit, I die laughing the entire time to the point where I'm not even paying attention and I'm listening to myself talk, which I generally don't like.
That's most people.
Yeah, I most people don't like. I generally but to the point where I forget that I need to pull clips. I've
listening?
Yeah, I've listened to our podcast and shit, and I'm and then I try to pull clips and do the thing, and it's so funny that I'm laughing.
And all of a sudden the podcast just ends. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And I don't want to listen to it again right then.
Right.
But I'm fuck, god damn it, why didn't I peel some of this shit? 'Cause it has been so fucking funny, and so fun to be a part of, honestly. I've had
fun.
even last week when it was just you and me for the most part, and that kind of shit. I'm having so much fun doing it that I don't care about any. This is my favorite part of the whole week. Everything else that I do is fun. When we're playing games and all this kind of shit. I don't mind it, but this is my favorite part of my entire week.
It's a lot
is
of
this
fun.
right here?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we're doing or talking about. We're drinking. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
But here we are, and I enjoy it.
Now that you mentioned this shit,
Yeah.
let's dig through this mismatched, stacked fucking.
Yeah. Who the fuck? I don't.
There's a blue raz at the bottom, but there was also at the top. They didn't even care. They're just
I wonder if
make
it's
sure 3 of each get in the box. We don't give a fuck.
You know what'd be even funnier is
We've
if
been having a staffing problem.
if it wasn't even a 3 each, it was just it had those flavors and you had the possibility of them.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Right.
There's
There's a bunch of whatever comes off the line. goes in.
all you can see is the first couple cans. No, even plug that up so you can't cheat.
Yeah.
Just there's 4 locos in here. What's in here? I don't know.
It
4
could be
locos.
any of these 10
Any of their
flavors.
line.
It'd be so good. It's that
That'd
fucking
be kind of cool. Like a mystery bag.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dope. Here goes regret number 2.
Regret number 2.
Yeah. Well, for today.
But yeah, I enjoy
No regrets.
I enjoy this. This is my favorite part of my week, and that comes down to the way that we used to go out every weekend and do the shit and have fun and that was always my favorite part. And it'll come back around
Days of free
at
living.
some point.
Yeah. So much better.
Dude, it's pretty fucking good. That's a good fucking.
Blue Raz is fucking trash.
That one's good though.
Then you need to try that piece of
I
garbage.
don't want to. Thank
You have to now.
No, I don't.
We're having one of each flavor by the time this is over.
Okay, fair.
So you
Which is basically having a 12-pack of beer.
we're gonna go crazy. Sorry.
On its own. But that one, yeah. But yeah, this is my favorite part of my week every week. And anybody that talks to me about how I should do it or all this shit, I'm
You should script it. You should talk about politics and Jesus.
you suck my dick first and then I'll think about it. That's kind of how I want to operate there.
That's a lot of work just for idea proposal.
Right. That's it.
I will not.
You don't have to. You're part of this shit already.
That's accurate.
So you don't have to
That's
do
the only reason
scenario.
I still show up. So if I have an idea, it can be recognized. Other than that, fuck this thing.
But yeah, that's like that's the thing is I have so much fun fucking doing it, and like.
It is a lot of fun.
Well, that's the thing is like it's kind of crazy to like the people that, like that hit me up and they're like, dude, I like look forward to this shit all the time, all this stuff. Like we may not have like the viewership that I want at this point in time, right? I want it to be big. I want to be making money. I don't want to like work for anything anymore, right?
And that stems off of my idea I had earlier. Before I forget, because we're talking about Two Bears One Cave, right?
Right.
We need to do some outreach to those boys. You want to do a special fucking 4 Bears, 2 Caves?
Ooh, I like that actually. That would be fucking solid.
4 Bears, 2 Caves.
It's like the older Bert and Tom versus the younger Bert and Tom.
Top shelf Bert and Tom versus like found it on the floor under the fridge. Bert and Tom.
That would be fun, and that would.
Dude, that'd be great.
I don't like. We need a little bit more pull.
Yeah, we can't do it now, but eventually, man, that'd be the fucking. That'd be so great.
Fucking fun. Like, because they've been doing.
Imagine just us being on like the shows that we watch.
Oh, we fit in like all the ones that I watch that I like. We'd fit in no problem.
Like happens at Dick's Patio Podcast is the guest for the next season of Hot Ones. Like that'd be fucking crazy.
Right. Like
be nuts.
A couple of the podcasts that I like a lot is Bad Friends.
Bad Friends is hilarious.
I love Andrew and Bobby so
They're so
goddamn much.
funny, man.
And then King of the Sting with Brenna Schaub and Theo Vaughn.
Oh yeah. And
Those are my 3 favorite podcasts that I watch every week without
the other
question.
one's not that bad. Fire and the Kid.
Well, that one's changed recently.
What happened?
Well, because Brian hasn't been on it since like mid-spring. Well, guest mix, but now it's the Fire and the Kids. It's got Chappelle and from King of Sting and Malik. It's also very funny, but it's basically 2 black guys laughing at like their own jokes with Brendan also laughing at it. It's funny. I love it also, but not the same.
It's not Brian anymore.
Well, my favorite.
Was it Brian Callen? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Mini Joe Rogan.
My favorite Fight the Kid is with Brian Callen, Will Sasso, and Crystalia. And obviously, I can't support Crystalia's like stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But
Has Brian Callen ever been on the Joe Rogan Experience?
oh yeah.
Every time I see Brian Callen, I just think of like a small Joe Rogan.
Weird, but
Look at him!
he doesn't. He's taller than Joe Rogan.
But he's skinnier.
He doesn't look like Joe Rogan at all.
He might not now. I haven't seen him. Like I've heard his voice a lot, like listening to podcasts and on the radio and shit. I haven't seen him in a while, but there was a point where he kind of looked like a skinny Joe Rogan. Because he had the same
Brian
like.
Callen's actually been. Brian Callen's probably been in the limelight as long, if not longer, than Joe Rogan.
They also have like a similar kind of tone in their voice.
Oh,
They have that like familiar like raspiness. They both kind of have it.
I agree with that.
But
so Brian Callen was on Mad TV back in the day with Bobby Lee and all that shit. Like that was like his come up. And I find Brian very, 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 very funny.
oh, who's this?
He has some shit that was similar.
There's this other
I don't
Asian.
say similar to Crystalia's, but like on the same like level that wasn't true that came against him. And so that's why like the Fight of the Kids is not the Fight of the Kid, it's the Fight of the Kids now. And I do still love it, but it's not the same because that was like one of my ones I watched a ton.
There's still 2 of the comedians I would really want to see live. One of them would be Joe Coy.
Joe Coy would be. He was on the Fight of the Kids recently, and that shit was. Dude, that man is so.
Dude, Joe
funny.
Coy is so funny, and especially like
So-
sharing that kind of like Filipino experience.
Right.
It's making it
having
even
that, like,
fucking funnier.
He was gonna come through. I was gonna buy tickets to him because he was coming through Cheyenne. Right as the pandemic hit.
Oh fuck.
And I was gonna get tickets and go. 'Cause I love Joe Coy. And his
He's
like
so funny.
his podcasting, like when he comes on podcast, is way funnier than his fucking stand-up.
sets, yeah.
I love his stand-up, don't get me wrong, but his like actual persona, like everything about him, is so much funnier. He just does not give a fuck, and I love it.
And then the other one would be Jimmy O Yang.
Jimmy O Yang would be very funny too.
He's funny as shit, dude. There's one TikTok of his that's stuck. And it was part of one of his sets, which is stuck in my fucking head. He's talking about how he's like, I was at a show, I went out, after the show, and I meet people, and this one guy comes up to me, he's like, Jimmy, he's like, I gotta admit, when I first saw your poster, I thought you were gonna play the violin. And then, and Jimmy O Yang his response is like, he's like, I do, motherfucker, just not right now. But it's just, he's got one of those, like, where sometimes his delivery is funnier than his content.
Right.
He's got that.
I mean, that's a lot of.
That's part of
comedians.
being a comedian.
Yeah.
Is like you've got to have good delivery.
You have to have that, be able to do that storytelling if you're doing stories, or if you're gonna just do jokes, you gotta have
Know when
delivery.
to pause. Know when to.
Right. It's you
Yeah.
look at like Mitch Hedberg. All his jokes not that funny, but the delivery on top of it, primo, perfection. And that works like Bill Burr, Burt, all that kind of stuff. Like their stories are good and fun.
Yeah, but Bill Burr as a person is just nuts. It's so funny.
So good.
It's got that amped up, fucking pissed off energy all the time. It's
Right.
so funny.
So yeah, it definitely takes like that whole like scenario.
It's definitely just like
If you just do it at closing.
anybody could be a comedian, but some people are just born to do it.
Right.
This is
Well-
a podcast where a man talks to the air. Dope. Did Dick slip through a deep crack on the wall?
No, I'm over here making
over there
a fucking
making a
movie
bowl.
right now.
Jack, whoever you are.
Jesus Christ. Why is your name not Mariah Carey? God damn it.
Because that's Mariah Carey's name.
Yeah, but he loves Mariah Carey.
Right, but he's not, though.
He would suck Mariah Carey's dick if she had one for sure.
She might.
I mean, that's true.
She's also just had some work done.
I hate Mariah Carey.
I hate that the only fucking song I know of hers is one that plays every fucking Christmas.
Why would you want to know any other song? They're all garbage.
That's fine. Then I don't want to, like, they're all garbage. I don't want to know any of them.
Mariah Carey. I've never heard of this person.
Jim Carrey's wife.
Cousin/wife.
Mistress.
Yeah.
That's what. That's what that is, right? I thought that's what that was.
Mistress/wife. It's a fucking, it's a thing. Fuck Mariah Carey. Fuck you, Jack. So did you see? Oh, you were on the thing last night when we were talking about his shit. Moving that weird city,
Oh, Neon
possibly
or whatever?
Neon.
Heard about that. I don't know what the fuck it's about.
Did you click the link? Should have. They're building Utopia, motherfucker.
That's totes fair.
I don't know. I didn't click the link. I have no idea what Neon is. I figured that was just the thing that Jack meant to post in the dumb shit for Charlie and Jack to giggle about. So I just ignored it.
I was listening to, when I was driving earlier, I was listening to some Too Short. They fucking sent like Charlie a fucking thing driving my fucking thing, and he was all, oh, baby mama wagon and Too Short again. Like, yeah, thanks for making that joke terrible. Hopefully this bowl is as good as the last one, because that was a pretty fucking good bowl.
It's alright.
I'll kick you in the face.
I made better.
No. I have not had one from you that was better. Of course, in the time frame that I've known you, I've also probably only had like 5 or
Holy-
6 total bowls.
That's a lot. It might be like half that. I was gonna say 2 to 3.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
What's up, dude?
Oh, just doing these crazy, crazy stairs, and we gotta try this. That's a gift from one of my guys.
I honked at this motherfucker in a Trenton construction truck.
The white one?
Yeah.
The big trailer?
Yeah. 'Cause I
That's
thought
sad.
I forgot that you have like multiple trucks. So I just assumed it was you when I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Fucking line up the horn and I have the window down. And then it's not him. I was like, oh, cool.
But he's got like a beard and kind of looks somewhat.
Yeah. It's not like even from the back, they see him through the windows. It's like, oh, that is Scott. Cool. And I was like, oh, it's not Scott.
Yeah, so I'm doing these crazy stairs, and stairs are weird to begin with.
Oh, dude, this is probably good.
And
Tamarind.
like,
What is that?
they're the
Pelico, so it's like tamarind and sugar and salt. It's like a little candy type of thing.
yeah.
They're pretty good.
So they're like the tensioning, where you have all the steel tension cables. Lot to follow on that. The instructions, the video is just like, so you do this, you tighten it, and you're done. Follow up on our YouTube video if you have any questions. Check the next one. It's like, you put the screw in, and you're done.
That's the best. That's like a bunch of like automotive service information.
Yeah.
You look up like dash R&R. If you've never done it, just to make sure there's nothing weird, it's 3 steps. Take the dash out.
Yes.
Step 1.
Change heat exchanger. And
Yeah.
you're done.
And then put the dash back in. And that's it. It's like, oh, cool. Thanks.
Forgot to
Fucking-
mention there's 6 hours of removal, and so like I put these posts in. It doesn't say anything about this, but the video kind of shows it. So you put the posts in, plumb up, nut them up, great. Run the cables, add a 1/2 inch, crimp them. So you crimp them, and once that crimp fitting's in, like it's kind of set. Then you have like 3/4 of it you can tighten up to tension them. But like, it didn't take a lot, even with a steel 2x2 post to like, even though I got like 6-inch lags going into meat, you know?
Yeah.
You can just bend the post. So okay, day 1, okay, we're gonna do the top rail of wood or metal secured so we can't bend them in. Then we can type, cool, that worked. Stairs, you like run a string between them so you know like you're on the same spot on every stair. It's like the same height, so you can adjust. Cool, that worked. Homeowner just sent me a picture. He's like, so the middle hand railing is like a 1/2 inch lower than this. These are like the stairs that I didn't do. I put in these set, and then these ones we just finished. And it's just, he's been a really, really cool homeowner. Like, not a, oh, we gotta start all over because something happened. I'm kind of told him, like, you know, most homeowners, like, they're not allowed to sit and watch me work. Because this shit happens all the time. And you just fix it, and then, like, you don't point out every mistake.
Right.
You drop a bolt in the engine, you go find a new one, you don't go, we had to take
Well, you don't drop it in the engine.
No.
You drop it around there. If it doesn't hit the ground, you'll get one from the fucking stuff. Like,
you
that
Oh
thing's
yeah,
fucking-
totally. Yeah.
You do the same thing. You drop a small socket, it's
Hard
gone.
apart,
Fucking.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
You just kind of go, oh,
Yeah.
well, we know that was a 10 with this thread, go get another one.
Yeah.
And it's been like that. Like, this is the one where it's like torqued to fucking 70 pounds, and at 40, I like, boom. So we just broke a weld. It's an internal weld, it's a nut. That should not have broken at 40 if they're saying hit 70. Well, what do? Called the engineer. Cool, pass it on. We only need 4 out of 6. You're good. Mounted the whole fucking thing, and then got an email the next day like, we'd rather send you a whole new stringer than like to get your warranty. You need a whole new one. It's like, but the engineer, yeah, we're really sorry about that. And it's like, but like the engineers, like we're already in outer space, guys. Like, what do you mean, like fucking? I'm 20 hours past that. The engineer said go.
Right.
And it's the difference too of like a homeowner that sits there and watches you do everything.
To be an asshole.
No, he's actually been really cool. At first,
good.
he was kind of like, "Fuck off, bro! Like, you need to leave and let me do my job." Because like,
Well,
we'll
nice
buy
or
it.
not, you kind of need to leave.
Now he's
Do
like
a
really
job.
cool, and he's actually like helping and doing stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I totally like after I saw you, like, you're not just an idiot. Like, some of these problems come up, and you just fucking deal with it.
Right.
Like, you don't know." And then stupid shit like, hey, like, the dumbest thing ever is they're exposed stringers. I'll show you a picture of these big old maple, beautiful stringers. And they sent us like 8 stainless steel, beautiful screws that you're screwing. And then they have all these like yellow ones that are coated. And I was like, so we only got 8. Oh, we interchange all of those, and if you want to like hide the screw, you buy this cover plate that's just 3M tapes on. I'm like, Yeah, but like if you don't want to cover them because you like the industrial look, why the fuck would you send me yellow one? Well, we interchange them; they're the same. So why the fuck did you send me 14
one's fucking
of the
yellow.
right one? Well,
Right.
they're the same. Yeah, but if we didn't get the cover plates, why wouldn't you send all the fucking beautiful stainless steel one? Oh yeah, we'll send you a couple more, and it's like my homeowner is sitting here screaming like, "That's the fucking answer." I'm like, "That's the fucking answer, bro."
Some people suck, man. Just
Maybe on your page you should say that because it's a pretty big fucking deal when you're like putting this shit together.
why have yellow ones in the first place?
Cheaper. But this is also like not your normal stairs. Your normal stairs, you mount them to like a board like this. You set your stairs, and then they fall on the floor. This is one where like they go between 2 points like this, so you only have 1/8 of an inch total. You can be off in framing. Where like windows, you overframe them by 1 inch, cheat a bunch of shims in, fill the gap with foam, windows set, fuck it. Framers only need to be like 64-inch window, cool, frame it to 65, 65 and a half, fuck, if you suck, frame it to 66, make the trim guy figure it out. You know, this is like boring something, you're within 3,000. You don't get fucking a decimal point because you suck. And so I nailed all that and then had all these other things. And what about this? Well, no one actually sets these things without fucking a lift. Yeah, but I have to because I'm in a house already. Oh, you don't have like fork? No, I fucking got to set it by hand.
Wait, you don't have a forklift in the house?
They're
No.
like a single stair stringer and like beautiful fucking stairs. Let me get the other one. It's really cool, but. So like
That's dope.
really cool floating stair system.
Yeah.
You know that like
Yeah, that's rad. So it's not like a fucking like actual like normal stair setup.
no, it's like what you'd see in like a bank or a museum or something. But it like the kids when they first did, I'm like, this was never worth the money for the $14,000. It's stupid.
Which one? There's choices. There's
Surprise
mango
me.
seltzer, grape, blue raz, and sour
Right.
apple.
Grape or blue raz.
You don't want blue raz.
Thank you.
It's fucking.
But like they like had this idea, and I worked on this house. for
Honestly,
them.
if you want to get fucked up, this is a very cheap way of doing it because that shit was
$15.
for 12 pack of 14%.
Oh, I remember.
So essentially, 4 cases of beer for $15.
Yeah, if you want to get fucked up, this is the way to go. For sure.
dude.
Yeah, the kids were smart. I thought they were crazy because they're art students. But by putting this stringer in, I've knocked out like it was like this kind of room. Like this is stupid to have a door. Like, putting this stringer in knocked out a whole fucking beam, a whole other staircase that was like the old style where it's like this where you don't see anything, and it's like you're right. Like now you can see because it's a basement, mid-level, main level, upper level, so it's a quad level. You know.
Okay.
So you don't get a lot of. It's open the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
If you look in the house, it's like, oh yeah, you can see through.
Makes
now
it feel
to the
so
other
much
rooms.
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a headache. At first, it was one of those things I was gonna tell the kid like, fucking dude, get out of here. And now it's like he's really fucking cool. He sends me all these TikToks and stuff. I told him to come play with you because I used to be like pretty big gamer, like almost there. He was like, yeah, you should play. You think you're good? Think you're good? Play with my roommate, bro. I will know within one night of you playing video games. And I'm not saying he might be able to hang, but I'm like, I will really know, and you will eat your humble pie. Because I can guarantee Nick's better. Guarantee, no matter what you say. Because I've watched you play a little bit. And I'm like, you can play, you know, but he's probably like, I don't know, Travis is real good, I hear too, like fall and stuff, but like, no. So it's probably like Travis. Like,
I'm good.
good compared to like someone like me.
I'm decent when I play alone. Because the problem when I play with Dick is his rating is like twice mine.
But I remember playing Run Man Run or whatever, and like you fucking.
Oh, that
destroyed
yeah.
me.
Speedrunner is
Speedrunner is
fucking.
That's a
fun
different kind of game.
But even that game, I'm kind of OP at that game.
No, you and I
But I'm saying
don't
you
even
would, like,
fucking go there, you piece of shit.
You could, like,
pop it
never-
up,
I
let's
could
play.
never-
All right, fucker.
I could never
There-
beat you, and like you, both of you were the kind of players.
Yeah.
Like, if I said play my game, Mario Kart, right now, both of you like, it would take me all night to steal a game from you guys, and that would be if I'm lucky. You know, like I might steal a game. It might be one of those stupid things where you jump off Rainbow Road, right?
Well, I
at
got
the
my
end, and you're like, "Yeah, fuck you."
I got my N64 right there. I just need to find a copy of Mario Kart so I can play drunk driving.
When we played Speedrunner, it very frequently came down to you and me in this
tiny
tiny little
like-
fucking window, dude.
Yeah, I was better at like you don't know Jack. That was my kind of game where I.
Well, and you
Yeah.
got all that. I mean, I love play. My thing is like, imagine me 15 years ago playing games. When I was like 21, 20, it was absurd. Like, I miss playing games as good as I used to be playing games. Like, I'm still good these days. Like, I'm not gonna like, gloss over that. I'm still pretty solid. But for 35-year-old me playing games, I'm real good.
Dude,
at
you
35.
hit the keyboard like if we were playing fucking old track. What was that fucking on Nintendo, the track game? You're like the guy that was like would be running, and I'm the guy that would like jump down and I beat Cheetah almost, and you would still be going like this.
Fighting game.
I remember when you first met Eric.
Me?
Yeah, the very first time you met Eric, and you guys were talking about video games, and you guys got fucking mad together about how good I am
I
at video
remember
games.
I remember
Like,
that.
you guys like bonded over like being pissed at me being good at video
Is
games.
Jack still on?
He might be.
Mariah Carey.
Half the time his name is fucking Mariah Carey, so that's
Check
why
out fucking Brass.
I fucking hate Mariah Carey. Fucking
No, I
Mariah
know,
Carey.
but that one fucking. I showed it to you. The Brass tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Their Mariah Carey song's fucking dope. I'm not gonna play it.
But I
Yeah, it's
remember that
Brass
like
tracks.
scenario, and that was like like 3 years ago at this point. But like imagine like 10 years prior to that, like when I was like on my prime playing games, me and Paul would play games, and like we'd get fucking banned from pro servers on like Battlefield like 2,
So like,
and to the point where like we were playing like Counter-Strike back in the day, Counter-Strike Source, and people that were aimbotting were pissed at us.
what's anybody?
So like you had a program that like knew where you were.
It aims for you. All you have to do is aim down your sights, and you'll click straight to their head.
Yeah.
And this could be someone that is
Oh, so like
like
auto-targeting,
2,000
basically.
meters away in the game.
Yeah. So we've been playing Source, and me and Paul were good enough that like people were getting like, hey, like I'm fucking cheating, go fuck yourself situation, like on that like level. And that's why like I know like I get frustrated with games a lot because of that. Because I remember that shit from fucking 15 years ago or prior of like me being this good, and I as a person now, I really wish that the gaming market we have now existed then, because like streaming and programming and all that, where you could make a living off of it. That's where I would have went. I would have went to make money playing games. Whereas like, no, you can make money playing games, that kind of shit. Like, as good as I am, I'm not bad by any means, but like, it's one of those like moments where I was like, if it was fucking 15 years ago, I would have millions of views on like YouTube just gaming.
Yeah.
I remember being really good at Madden, and then catching a kid like you. Like, I fucking crushed all my friends. Like, I knew how to audible, change plays on the line, all this shit, and I played this kid that like literally like knew how to like pick his player, push your guy, jump. Like, fuck, bro. Like in the first half, I'm like, I'm not even gonna finish the game, dude. This is fucking. No, come on, bro. It's like,
Sports
you're
games
next
used to be
level.
really fucking
They
fun.
used to be
though.
really fun.
So
They
fun.
suck. They're so fucking complicated now.
So complicated
It's
now.
like it's not that hard. It's more complicated than the actual fucking sport. now.
Right. It's
Like,
crazy.
I'll
You
just
can
go
just
try out
do
for a
so
fucking
much
football
now.
team.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
easier. It's insane.
Yeah, like actually playing the game.
Well, they make games that they sound fun, like in theory, but they're really not to most people. Like, what was that one? The game where you could play as either like a knight, a samurai, or a Viking. Was it a
Oh,
fighting
back
game?
in the day.
no.
Oh, what was that?
It was an adjective.
Was the League of
Brave.
Legends?
Fucking what was it?
When it first came out, it was garbage because it was peer to peer.
Right.
And then once they made it like actual
And then
service,
they added
it was fun.
some. Yeah. What was that?
For Honor.
For Honor. Yep. So super fun game, but a very complicated fighting game. There's so many different ways that you can attack and defend yourself that it's fucking outrageous.
Like an RPG style?
So no, I would put it as like a back view fighting game, like put like a Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, that kind of game. But you played behind your character, and then you fought other people that way, and
kind of somewhat of like a battle royale type of sense.
Yeah.
Where everyone drops on a map and you go to them, let them attack you, whatever. So there's strategy, but the fighting controls in that game.
Super complicated.
Super complicated.
See, I really liked like Warcraft 1 and 2. That was fun. StarCraft. Total
RTS
Annihilation.
games was my jam. I was
Total
offered money.
Annihilation. Did you play that one?
No, but I played the Lord of the Rings RTS game. I love that game. You just get horses and just run over. Or here I'm going.
I
Just
love
fucking
StarCraft. That one was
I mean, I was offered money back in the day to play on a team on StarCraft, but it just wasn't worth it because like those games, like games in general back in the day, like period, even now, if you want to get like real high level, you're constantly playing. And now you can make enough money that you can survive and live. But back in the day, it was like you still had to have a full-time job and a full-time play games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like,
very...
I'm a pro. Yeah, cool. Only one pro in the world makes a living, dude.
Right.
It's not a pro.
And
sport.
that was like the problem. And I was like, it wasn't worth my time to continue playing that like on a team.
It's like a professional hobby.
Right. Like you're putting so much time and effort and all this like scenario to play it. And
$15,000 a year. If you're the best team, you win the events. You basically make $1,000 a team or $2,000 for a team. Then you split that up 10 guys, so you made $200 to go to an event. You paid for your event. Every other fucking team costs everybody $2,000.
Right.
So it's 10 to 12 grand a year to play.
that was very much like
For
video
both teams.
games, when we were,
RC was like
late
that for
art very much the same way. Very few people make money in doing that.
you. When you played RC, I could compare that the most. Like you dumped
It's just a
fortunes
fun
into it
thing to do.
for
Yeah. And like
and you're hella fast, but you just only one person in the world makes money doing it.
there's very few people making money on those kind of things. That was gaming back in the day. Now everybody plays games.
Well, just in general, there's so many different ways to just make money now
Right.
than there was 20, 30 years ago.
4 is that one tournament or whatever a year. Like,
Yeah. Now again the streaming rolls
Different
on
tournament every fucking day. Like, there's so much shit going on.
right and
Trovo throws up events all the time. Like, there's just so many different ways to make cash playing games.
which is
doing
good. Like
anything.
it's good. That's what everything should be. To be honest, is like if you like watching it, make some money off the deal. Like if you're good enough to like do it or like entertaining and like that's kind of like like when we're playing games like we're good. It's not like
We're a
the
mix
fucking-
of good and entertainment.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
it's-
gonna say. Entertainment's a big part because I watch a lot of videos on construction. Sometimes it's just like, bro, like fucking talk
right.
to the camera. Don't just like.
Which there's times.
Like, entertain me while you're teaching me something.
Yeah.
That's why, like, lately, I don't know if I'm really gonna stream Minecraft anymore because I shut up when I play Minecraft.
Well, we need to do it together because that's when we're just bullshitting the whole time, and that's when we're honest. Like when we're doing this right here, this is what I know that I'm entertaining. What?
No, I'm like, should I get on or no?
Oh, if you want, yeah. I didn't realize I forgot that I moved the camera, but yeah, sit fucking.
I mean, you just want.
You're still gonna have to move it a bit.
I don't want to be
Okay.
that like one guy that like.
I'll move it.
Good point. Good catch.
Good
No, I mean,
Yeah, like,
like,
when
I feel
we-
like you're a little low tonight.
Like, I feel like when we play it, we need to like just do something silly every time we play.
Right.
Like
well,
our goal
and
this time,
help
let's
me out
build
with this,
this.
Travi.
And just,
even when we are playing like together, it's silly. Like when I started building the shit and you saw it the first time, you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like those moments, like we have a good time doing it. And again, the reason why when we're streaming and doing kind of shit is not to like make money because we're good at video games, right?
Yeah, we're not like
We're-
all-star players.
No, we're entertaining and that kind of shit. Like, and that's something that I have learned over time. That I knew, 10 years ago when I was bartending, that kind of shit. Like, the reason why people came and saw me when I was bartending, not because I was a good bartender. I was garbage at bartending.
But you're fun.
Everybody's like
But I'm
fairly
entertaining.
garbage, but it's that
Yeah.
connection that.
But
you
it was
really get
fun,
fucked up.
and everybody had a good time. We made like a good scenario, and that's like kind of why I started the podcast situations, because we're
Something to
fucking
look forward to.
yeah, we're fun. We're doing the thing, and like part of even this like this shit doesn't fucking blow up and make us a ton of money later in life or whatever. I'm having fun
That
doing
time
it.
when you did it, yeah.
So and that's kind of the idea. Is like when I was bartending, I was not a good bartender. I was garbage at bartending.
I get a good buddy. I'm not gonna say names, and it's not that hard. He's not great. He's not great, but he makes it fun to talk to. It makes you want to come in and have a beer. That's a bartender. Few of them fucking can do the flip. Like I've definitely seen the cool one
The
where they do
Vegas
the domino,
bartenders.
where they bump it and it pours 100 shots at a time.
That's easy.
Sure, dude. I remember dominoes. They weren't all that easy. What was the domino rally? That's probably before your time. They used to do like dominoes, but they did sections where you like could flip things up and then like built in the like crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
things,
the bartending tricks aren't that complicated. You set up a row of glasses,
Yeah,
set
but
the
like
shot
I've seen,
glasses between the glasses, and
I've
knock
definitely
it
seen some cool ones, where like they fucking pull out one card and it like drops and kicks one and kicks one and kicks one. And I get you, it's not like that, but it's
The
like
setup's harder
I
than
don't-
that.
I don't-
Yeah,
the setup is everything. It's
Yeah.
painting's that way. Painting's not hard, but
that's what like
Hey,
cards and
good.
all that kind of stuff, and the crazy domino stuff people do. That's insane. But just setting up a single line of
like
Setting up
I
a single
can't
line of
make
dominoes
card
is easy.
house.
no.
With the guardhouse, that's
I've-
one of the tricks. I can't pull a
I've done
dining
it-
table out and keep the fucking plates and shit there.
It's because you pull it wrong.
We'll set it up one night.
All right.
I'm just saying, I can't. I said I can't. I'm not saying you can't. I've seen people do it.
I used to be able to not to, but
I
you just have to learn how to pull it right, and then you're fine.
And people can do some amazing. I was in Vegas this last year at IBS. I watched this guy hand out a book and tell you to go to a page and tell this person to think of a word and then tell you to go to that fucking, tell me the first letter of that word, and they would tell it, and he was like, go to this page now, and he would tell you the word on the 5th line, 27th fucking letter in is this, and it's like, alright bro, I don't know how the fuck you did that, but you just fucking told this person to think of a fucking word, tell this person the first letter, go to a new page, and you picked it. Okay, I don't know whose mind you're fucking right now, but you just fucking mine.
Those guys are pretty impressive because most of the time they're planting shit in your brain to make
Yes.
you choose what they want you to choose.
And but I mean,
But they're doing it in such a subtle way that nobody knows.
And I was like, I'm gonna film it. He's like, film away. And I was like, okay, so that's one thing. Don't film me. I don't want to show
A good magician will let you film anytime.
all day
Up
long
close.
because their tricks are hidden. But I don't know.
I'm really good about not being the person to call on that shit. We have like the, like the hypnotized people like that do that shit. It's basically just like telling you what to think. It's kind of the idea. I'm not a good person for that. Apparently, they hate me.
Sure.
Yeah, then that's because I'm not like you can't tell me what to do. Is my problem ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was like the thing. It's like even like a bartender or things like that. Like the people that I like to go see, they're not the best bartenders by any means, but they're entertaining. I like talking to them. That's a jam. Go to a restaurant or anything. People like that we want to see is people we want to see, not just the same. You can be good at fucking making whatever you make, but if
Yeah.
you're not like
Entertaining.
yeah, what's the fucking point?
Yep. Pretty much.
Balu, what are you doing over there?
Oh, that homeowner's just like, I got a bunch of ideas on how to fix this thing. Because I'm just this
Still to this day, when a customer starts watching me work on their shit, I put my tools down and walk away.
No, I know, but like, this is what he just said. Like, everything's gone nuts. And he's like, so what do you think we're going to do about that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know,
I'll
bro.
put a fucking shim in it and call it a day. Stop fucking
Yeah,
with shit.
this is like high-end stuff. It could be one of those simple things like, let's look at the wood, because if the wood does that at all, it might be nothing more than just suck it down. Clamp it. Put some fucking weight on it. Clamp it, screw
Let
it
it
together.
sit for a while.
Let it sit. Steam it. Like, wood can do that. I mean, I was at the last time. Yes, again, you can, like, heat Trex decking nowadays with, like, heat mats. And you can put them in there for, like, a while and put them on a jig, and you can do a circle around a tree. Because it's, like, it will do that.
Right.
And then you leave it in the press, cool it down. You can steam fucking chairs. That's how you get like S chairs. There's ways to do everything. It's just sometimes like don't rush to conclusions. Let's figure it out, because that's one thing that my dad showed me. Is that there's 1,000 ways to solve it. Sometimes it's not the conventional. This is how you do it. I had to tap one side because the company forgot to tap one side of these fucking things, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Everything's two-sided, and they forgot to tap one side." I've never even used a tap or tie before.
You've never
I
used
know,
a tap and die before?
I know about them. I've
Never
just never
worked on
had
a
to
car?
do it. No, I know. I don't have to. I have a guy.
Dude,
I don't do that.
tapping is kind of satisfying.
It is.
But I have a guy.
Quite
I just have always
satisfying,
had,
actually.
like,
Yeah.
Dick do that kind of stuff, or someone else. They're like, hey man, I know about it, and I was like, this is what we need to do.
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
really satisfying.
I have it, so let's go get it and figure it out.
You should
There was
do it.
another one where he's like, I cross-threaded and broke the screw in there, and I was like, I got a strip-out set, but strip-out sets aren't just like, they show the video and they just come right out. Sometimes they fucking don't just like drill it, put
Not
it in there and walk
sometimes.
right
They
out.
never fucking
Like
come
fucking
out.
right, and so like
80% of the time they don't
You're
come
right.
out.
You're right. 80% of the time, it's not.
It's like tapping something, whatever, no big deal. Having to get a broken bolt out ruins your fucking day.
Oh no, so I got it again, and then I just like sheared the head off. So now I just have the stem in there. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, that's exactly what fuck you. So I'm drilling it again. I finally get it out, and I'm like, okay, so how bad did I fuck up the threads doing that? You know, because that's what always happens. You go in too deep, or you walk, and oh shit, it's fucking. So just give it a little bit. Oh yeah, we got threads. It just nicked one, you know.
That was when I eventually bought a left-hand drill bit set.
it's pretty much a requirement working on cars.
So most drills are right-handed.
So you,
Right?
you turn
As you're
right and it
drilling,
drills in.
they're turning right. So these, you actually drill like you're taking something out. So it's going left.
Yeah. So it's like
So it
reverse,
drills that
but
way. So
Yeah, it's a
while
reverse drill bit.
it's a reverse drill bit.
the
So
power's
like
on the back side instead of front side.
right. So but as you're like, if you broke a bolt off and you make your punch, whatever, start drilling into it. So most of the time, what will happen is just like when you're drilling any metal, inevitably that drill bit will catch on a burr or something. The idea behind those is if it catches, it's now pulling the threads out, like pulling the bolt out, because you're going reverse.
Yeah.
So
So it's literally just the flute. Everything is.
Yeah, so instead of your drill being to the right, counterclockwise,
the
drills
spiral
to
is
the left.
completely
Yeah, the
flipped.
flute. Everything changes. So.
Yeah.
and so the
Your
idea is like
cutting
when you're
surface
drilling
is-
into a fucking bolt that's stuck or broken off or whatever.
You're pulling instead of pushing
Yeah,
deeper.
so
in.
once it catches, the idea is that hopefully it catches.
Hopefully it catches and pulls the bolt out with
Yeah.
it.
So it's a speed out set, but it's a whole entire like.
Well,
The
so
actual
usually
way to
you
do that.
combine the two of them. So
Usually you have a drill, right? You drill a hole and then you get your little burr that you can put in and hopefully it catches and comes out. So they combine the two where the drill bit is also the head that can possibly pull the bolt out.
yeah,
Okay.
so
yeah,
it's-
I got like the $10 speed out set, but I see what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
it was exactly what you said. I ate most of the fucking. I got it out clean, but it was also one of those things. It's attached to this post.
The best is when you're like trying to drill out like a fucking steel bolt and then like an aluminum block or a head.
and then just
You're
peels
fucked.
the whole thing.
Because you immediately walk off the bolt right into the side of the head or the block or whatever and you're done.
Or that one metal is even stronger, so you just cut your fucking.
That's
the
like-
bolts are all hardened and like strong as shit. So when you got a broken bolt stuck in an aluminum block,
Yeah.
you're kind of
So
you gotta be very, very
that's
careful.
why, like, anytime that I had to deal with anything on E46 BMW ever in my life, I say no. Because, like the BMW you had, like those ones, they have aluminum blocks with, like, not the strongest material for the block. And one time we were doing one, and I did head gasket and they're notorious for head gaskets on those fucking BMWs. So I do a head gasket, and I get to the second bolt
Coming out or going in?
going in, doing like my clicker scenario, strips of thread.
It's the fucking worst, man.
So then I'm like, fuck. So then peel it all back apart, do a thread zert, put it in there. You know, the whole time zert, you know, the whole correct
That's
way
where
to
you
do it.
like tap in a new
So
one.
yeah,
and
you
put
drill a
that
bigger
thread in.
hole and you put a fucking, you know, an insert in there and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I think we've done that one once.
Well, and you know how like
Every single fucking one of those fucking blocks. I've done one where I did every time zert on the whole, every fucking hole. Hit the right torque, tears the bolt, tears the time zert through.
yeah,
And I'm like, fuck! I fucking hate E46 BMWs because of that engine. The rest of the car, not bad. I'm okay
The
with the
engine
rest of the
sucks.
car. But the what is it, like the M54 or whatever it is?
Is there something else you can drop in there, or like?
No, you're
no,
a
if
fucking
you rip
car.
a time cert out, you're fucked.
Yeah, you just put.
Because then you got to put a time cert in a time cert.
I got.
You can't double stamp
I got
double
something
stamp.
funny for you that
You
you'll.
can't double stamp. Double stamp.
Lloyd,
Can't
So
double stamp with double stamp.
early 2000s Camrys also had similar problems. Spill? No.
No,
it
it's
just
just-
crashed.
Oh,
Clicked.
really?
Early 2000s Camrys, the 4-cylinder, the 2.4.
Yes.
Fuck those engines all day long because they had the same problems. Aluminum block, garbage material. My dad, in his
Let me try it.
terrible wisdom,
Fucking hand.
but also one of those moments where like, fuck it, let it be a thing. We learned that if you take a coarse thread, 3/4 like standard bolt, drill a big ass hole, tap it for that. Just put this big ass fucking American thread bolt in this fucking Toyota. They work okay because the material is so like. So there is a couple. 2.4 Toyotas out here with like new head gaskets.
So remember the Tritons, the Ford Tritons that had that like very common
The
intake
3-valve?
manifold problem?
Intake manifold.
Mm-hmm. It was it was like the GMs, the intake manifolds just leaked commonly.
Yeah.
The gaskets. So I was doing one of those. This is back when I worked at that restoration shop.
The plastic intake manifolds.
Yeah, plastic intake manifold down to an aluminum head.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the same thing, and this is back like I honestly haven't like torqued anything outside of head bolts and like big shit. I don't. When I first started off, dude, I torqued everything. So I'm torquing.
Yeah, you learn that doesn't work.
Well, I didn't. My assimeter wasn't like calibrated enough to know how to do it by hand.
Yeah, you're a big boy too, so like it's
Right.
Yeah,
No,
you're,
fuck
just,
shit all
So-
the time.
you're doing like
So-
he does, breaking fucking.
Thinking you're not that strong, you're like, no, brilliant. And it's like,
You don't think about
dude,
how like
who the
leverage
fuck put
works.
on this fucking oil fucking filter? Like, dude, I just did it by hand. It's this big, and it's like, yeah, bro, but like you're not a little girl, like you can. And these are, we both have big leverage points.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're working on a car and you've got a fucking 2-foot ratchet, you can do some damage. It's like for manifolds and shit, I have my little 1/4-inch ratchet,
Oh yeah.
and you go to like hand tight, and you're good. At least like for my hand tight, you're fine.
Yeah, they're not made for like guys like us.
No.
Like
They're made for-
that's why like air ratchets are my jam.
Yeah.
Done.
Just
I-
And I don't.
clutch on
I want to.
Well, that's because they don't have like the highest torque rating.
My next Milwaukee tool is gonna be an electric ratchet.
Yeah, it's because you don't have the like.
I just had to replace my little impact driver that has like the 1/4-inch input, so you can put like heck shit in it.
Yeah.
So my Milwaukee just my dad buys shit from Sam's, whatever. So I was taking off my fucking tires on my big Duramax, and he's got like an air fucking Goodyear, whatever. It's a fucking air fucking impact, and it's a fucking 3/4 inch, you know. And I was trying to take out my tires.
Sounds
Nick
like a
was
fucking
saying
machine gun.
they're stronger in reverse than in forward, he said.
Yeah.
I went and got my battery powered Milwaukee that I got on some set that I didn't fucking need it. It just like this
It
was
just
the
came
tool
with
to
it?
get. I have every Milwaukee tool in the world, so it's like Get that
doubt
fucking
that.
thing.
There's like 3.
No, he pretty much, yeah. He's a Milwaukee fanboy for one. For two, is
I didn't realize how much shit they made until I bought. Oh, when I got my little speaker, it came with a little card this big that folded out into a giant 1x2 poster of all the double-sided of all the tools they have.
Yeah,
the air fucking pump. I haven't got that yet. I used this dude's Ryobi one today to just fill up my Bobcat tire. It goes to 150 psi. Just plugged in, wing, battery. It's called the power inflator. And I was like, bro, that just filled up my tire at 50 psi. Digital readout. But I have a few. I bought this Impact because they gave it to me. Whatever, dude. That battery powered one. My air one wouldn't do shit with a big shop compressor at my shop. You haven't been out there, but you'll come out sometime. That battery, boom, boom, boom. Whoa, bro, that's got some fucking torque.
Yeah, because I've got the
That's
half.
a 3/4 ton diesel. That's not a weak stud.
See, I've got the 1/2 inch, the fuel line for Milwaukee.
No brush.
I've got their 1/2 inch Impact.
Yeah.
That does. I haven't found a thing that can't undo.
So that's what I was saying. I was
The
taking
thing's
back
badass.
the fuel line, and there's a difference because I've been along so long that that's what we've used forever. So I always get the next and newest and then pass it down. So I have now I have the Bluetooth ones that you can turn off the tool when someone's using it through your phone.
Oh yeah, the smart ones.
It's funny because they just think it just went dead. It's fuck tool, bro. Check your battery. Battery's good. I don't know. Turn them. No, it's good. Just turned off again, and you're just sitting there on your phone going, fuck you. But they it so if you leave it something I didn't buy their chop box because I didn't like it. Now I'm getting to the point where I realize you buy a line for the batteries. So I just got a worm drive saw because I've done enough framing. I know I used to use one saw, and now you want stupid power with the saw when you're pushing through. So I bought the $300 worm drive. But now it's you have to have a 12 amp hour battery, which is a $250 battery to run that, at least a 9 amp hour. When I first bought those things, a 4 amp hour was considered nice. The new ones are fucking, I'll show you, they're fucking bricks, bro. And then
Yeah, the batteries are getting huge.
DeWalt's got a dope one because they do the double. Makita's got one, they do the double ones in the saw, and it's cool. And I think it's a trade-off. That's what I'm learning. That's the biggest thing nowadays is batteries have come so far that they do things that
Makita's not bad, but Milwaukee's probably my favorite one right now.
it's toss up. So I really like I literally use DeWalt tools from friends and Milwaukee side by side, and then Makita, and it is such a you guys make this tool better. You guys make this tool better.
Well, yeah,
This
as far
is
as
better from you.
for automotive purposes, Milwaukee's been the friendliest to me.
Well, their ratchets are fucking dope.
Yeah,
I don't
Makita's
think
not
they
bad. I think Makita is good for some light to heavy carpentry and around the home stuff.
Makita's a top
Unless
of the
you
line
you can buy the shit that's
Yeah.
designed for heavy use, but most of their stuff, I think Milwaukee's got a lot stronger.
I think they put
stuff
money
than
in.
most.
It's Makita, DeWalt, and Milwaukee though. Those are the three.
Yeah.
That's if you're using.
I used to use DeWalt. I had a DeWalt Impact and drill and everything, and then I switched to Milwaukee.
So their multi-tool thing that just does this in plunge
Yeah.
cuts, DeWalt's fucking kicks. Mine, you have to flip on a trigger. It's this. DeWalt's is literally you squeeze the trigger, it turns on. You squeeze this other thing, you can change the blade because it pushes it forward. You slide the new one in. I fucking like it more.
Yeah.
Their jigsaw is got this weird side button. To
Well, that's
turn
just
it on.
generally anything. It's like working with cars and stuff.
a
Anyways, it's
preference.
sometimes there's so many manufacturers that do something we do this good, but then
Right.
this is garbage, and it's one of those trade offs. If I was working on cars constantly anymore, still, if I was doing that, it's honestly all Snap-on shit.
Dude, and honestly, I've started buying a lot of the tools I've needed lately have been from Harbor Freight.
Right.
See, I like your old green Mac a lot though.
Which one?
That you had a wrench, you had a ratchet.
So the air ratchet that I use is an AirCat.
No, you had a handheld green one.
That was a Matco.
Yeah, that Mako, I fucking like that one.
That's
It
when
had a lot of
they
small
were doing the
teeth.
88 tooth before
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it fucking was dope. Like, all the other ones was like, brrrt, brrrt. That one was like, brrrt, brrrt. Okay, fuck, dude, I just did 3 passes with my knuckles hitting once.
So yeah, and that was like the thing is like, you know, like it's, and that's like even like, you know, working on cars is like finding everything. But like,
Yeah.
you know, like my air tools, I loved. Like my air ratchets are still Aircats, and they've been around. We've had Aircats forever and ever and ever.
What is
And
Aircat then?
It's just a brand that they're out of Florida, like nothing big or,
Okay.
you know, they're not a big brand or anything like that. But my 3/4 air ratchet when it was brand new, 100 foot-pounds.
I just hate paying for Snap-on shit.
I don't
I guess
disagree.
that was the,
That's the only part that
isn't
sucks.
that the
is
warranty and the service is the whole reason?
they've all got the same, like most of the tools, same fucking one. Harbor Freight, most of those tools, the Harbor Freight sockets have the same warranty as the Snap-on
See,
sockets.
and like-
the difference is Harbor Freight won't come to you to warranty your shit.
So Hilton's that way. They're 24-hour turnaround on tools.
So
Like
my thing
Snap-on, the truck rolls up, you broke a socket, you need a new fucking headset in your ratchet.
I learned
They'll do it
over
right there.
many
And
many
then
years
they just
of
once
working
a
on
week.
like stuff and like, you know, if you're using it constantly, the Snap-on, the good Mako, the good Mac stuff is a lot better. But if you're doing it where you use it,
If
you
it's
know,
a hobby,
once
it
a
doesn't
month,
matter. Yeah.
where you know you're doing it once a month, once every 6 months, the cheap stuff can work fine. Even like the Craftsman stuff, like is in the middle.
Craftsman
somewhere
wasn't bad.
They used to be really good.
Well, Craftsman used to be
The
super good stuff.
The Sears Grand down by the new Top Golf, it's finally shutting down.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go in there and buy all the tools.
I thought about it.
Cause like,
So like Hilti's like that in construction. They have the best tools, and I bought a couple tools for Hilti, and I've always wanted it, but we always bought and stuff because it was cheaper. I fucking forced us like let's get it. And there is a nice thing, like you break a tool, it's 24-hour pickup, repair, return.
right.
Like if we don't have you.
Hilti's
back this
good
week,
good
we're
shit.
fucking
That's
back.
good.
But
But
they're
their drill's $400. Milwaukee's $250. Ryobi's $99.
right.
That's where you're at. Where are you? And I mean, I'm a professional contractor, but like $400 for the same thing. Like the Festool tool I was trying to show. somebody.
Right.
It's a
Is
fucking
it-
dope tool. Don't get me wrong, but like honestly, even for me, it's like I'm not a cabinet maker, dude. Like this tool is better than I am, and I enjoy using it. But like I could use like what I was talking. Go get this and a sled. Like you will get the same thing until you get so good with this tool. And I've done this my whole life too much. I bought better than my ability, and that's cool because you got nice shit. You can fucking. But at some point you get to that level, you're like, I know I'm not even good enough to use this to its full potential. Did with paintball guns until I became like almost. You don't need this gun now. Yes, you're good enough, but for years it was like, dude, bro, this does things you don't even know.
Right. Well, and there is always a trade-off. Again, like it's like if I can buy 4 of these things, and it'll provide what I need for 4, and it's not going to slow me down or whatever. Doing that kind of shit. And that's what I was saying. Like even like your Harbor Freight situation. Like I, as a person that back in the day, like I'm notorious for breaking
Being rough
the
on
best shit. Like, there's a fucking snap-on ratchet in my dad's fucking toolbox that's still bent from me fucking bending it. 3/8. And,
It's because it's not a breaker bar.
right. You're not wrong.
But they don't care. They'll fix it anyway.
It's still bent, and it's one of those, like, ones, like, it's like that, like, the term of endearment that I fucking bent it when with one arm situation. Like, whereas, like, could I have lived with it, a Harbor Freight one for 80% of what I'm doing? Definitely.
Yeah.
But, like,
Well,
if it breaks, my favorite ratchet breaks, my day is slower because I broke my favorite
my
ratchet.
ratchets are all snap-on because they're just better.
They're just better.
I think like
Craftsman
yeah.
ones aren't bad, but like it's the difference between using it every day and using it once a month.
Right.
I
So,
think
like,
there's
but
equipment
the
like
big
that.
thing I found-
Bobcat for a reason. Like heavy, good shit is like they made something to last forever. I mean, my Bobcat's old as fuck, and the fucker still has problems, but they fucking run.
yeah.
Which like the one thing I found that really makes a difference is sockets. Like the warranty is the same with Harbor Freight versus Snap-on, but Snap-on fits better.
You strip
what
less
fits
bolts every time.
They just the size.
They don't- well,
is
they
more
don't
accurate.
spread.
Machining is tighter. You're
Yeah.
saying?
And they don't spread when they are used.
Right.
That's a big problem
They
too.
don't
Is
flower
like
out and
when you're like doing
split.
flat rate work and like you have to like depend on that socket. You don't want a strip bolt. The most you can. So like you get like that bolt.
Or you
like,
can't even torque your bolts because
like
your
I had,
socket's split.
I was when I was running the Envoy on Tuesday or Wednesday when I was like taking the HVAC stuff. I took my HVAC head unit apart to see if I could fix it. To see if it was like fucked up. The bolts that held the two pieces together were 5 millimeters. 5 millimeter head, very very small.
Fuck, it's like a trim screw.
Yeah, very very small like bolt that that hold everything together, and they're this into plastic, nothing crazy. Hold on for a second, I was gonna get up for a second. And my worn out Mako sockets, terrible. So I had to go back and search through the fucking box, and I find another 5 millimeter, and it's still another 5 millimeter, but like just not as worn out. Like snap-on socket, perfect. Pulled it right out, no problem.
Yep.
Whereas the Mako one that had been well used at this point was loose on it, and especially when it comes to like the small things, a 10 millimeter bolt, like 10 millimeters is 10 millimeters, right? That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
should
very,
fucking be.
very common.
But like the amount of 10 millimeters that I fucking like strip heads off of because of shitty sockets is huge, and I fucking hate it every time. Whereas like Snap-on, they don't even give a fuck what you did with the fucking socket.
They'll replace it.
No questions asked whatsoever.
Hit it with the hammer?
You can
What?
walk in with a screwdriver with the tip broke off. Everybody knows you use it as a pry bar.
Yeah,
And they're like, whatever, just give me the
yeah,
fucking
they don't care.
screw. It's like, but
Whereas-
that's what you get for buying a $100 screwdriver.
Paid.
Right.
Paid.
So it's one of those like
The-
if you're
the-
using it day in day out.
The
that's-
replacements are built into the price.
Right.
So their
Well,
screwdrivers are much more
When you buy
expensive than a
crotch
Craftsman one.
rocket, your insurance pays for a new bike every 2 years. Because then nobody fucking drives a crotch rocket for long. You crash that fucking thing. Dirt bikes are the same way. Like you don't have it pinned when you're riding. You're not riding. And I would put myself on a fucking.
Look at this shit.
I saw. The front's bad too.
That's the back, bro.
Yeah.
I know. He shot. I said, yeah, the front's bad too.
I was like, I can't even charge it until Nick gave me a new charger. That's the only way I can charge my phone. There you go, phone. But like, no
Have you
one's
ever had
gonna,
these?
no one's gonna say that like I'm easy on life or things.
Right.
Or things.
Well, and that's one of the things too. Is like even like when I'm buying like stuff for like like the Envoy, I put $300 worth of fluids in it,
That perks.
and it don't take that much fluid.
Tamarin's so good.
Is it? I don't know. My best guy Jaime gave me this.
There's Tamarin is really good.
It's like
It's nice and sticky for sure.
It's like a bean. Tamarind.
you can taste
Oh, yeah.
pepper in it too. He
I
gave
got
me
a
this
seed. Yeah, so it's tamarind. It's not Mexican. It's like a what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it. Tamarind. Why can't I? So, but it's a bean. But yeah, these was like it's tamarind. There's salt, pepper, some chili. It's got that little spice to it, but they're good.
I don't think I'd buy it.
Hmm?
It's not bad, but I don't think I'd buy it.
No. Like, you can get like tamarind margarita salt. Really good. Some of the energy drinks that we have that we can sell. There's a tamarindo flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. This is a very interesting flavor. For a bean, it's a good flavor. Probably a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a big one. Oh, shoots and
I mean, it's not bad. I don't know if I think so. I don't know if I'd buy it.
I probably wouldn't buy this thing. Well, it would kind of last a while for a little snack. Just unwrap it, take a pinch, put it in, back.
Yeah. It's not
Like
bad.
right now, my center console of my van, I've got a bag of sunflower seeds and a bag of high chews. I forgot how good high chews are. So I was at the Pacifico Marketplace down in Broomfield.
Yeah.
I stopped by there to get that's when I got like the spicy ramen and some other shit that I just picked up while I was down there. And they had like a bag of like the small individual wrapped high chews. So fucking good. So good.
That Japanese candy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When it comes to candies, like I used to like the Mountain Man. Like stuff.
Mountain Man's great.
So
Every
expensive,
time I go up
though.
to
Oh my
Estes,
God.
there's that one store that sells all the Mountain Man shit. I always get a couple bags of something.
Dude, that shit, like...
It's expensive.
So expensive.
But it's
so
good. It's so good. Because they used to
You
have
just
like...
roll in there and get the giant bag of Sprees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like the
Or,
big old...
or
like,
even like their snack...
half a pound.
Even their snack mixes.
Oh, the snack mixes are great.
Like
The
all the
Southwest
spicy...
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Or
Southwest
there's like
one.
those explosion something. They're really good.
There's a... I can't remember like
Their
which
taffy's
flavor it
pretty
is.
good.
My dad does that, the saltwater taffy.
I remember when
Which is funny because there's no salt water in the saltwater taffy.
Seth and I went up to Estes Park one day and we stopped at that taffy store and we bought like 5 pounds of taffy. Came home with like garbage bag full of taffy. So good, but we bought so much of it.
That reminds me of a time, me and Eben, like 10 years ago, we bought like a 5-pound bag of cinnamon bears.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing in like one night.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, the bathroom the next day was not fun, to be honest. Because you're just like blocked up by a
Spicy
pound
gummies.
by a pound of fucking spicy
Got
gummy.
a hot gummy snake
So it's like-
blocking your intestines.
So it's just dude, it was the worst. But I can eat some cinnamon bears all day. I love cinnamon bears. Like the jam.
Yeah.
I love cinnamon bears. There's a reason why I'm fat. Like for real.
Yeah. Same.
I'm not just fat because of no reason. I love
I
cinnamon
think
bears.
Most people aren't fat for no reason.
I agree.
I got the washer.
The washer's on, man.
The fuck is that?
I love cinnamon bears. What are we doing here?
Another thing I like about these glasses is I don't like the pads at all on my nose.
No?
Well, but I mean, before I had prescription glasses, I wore sunglasses almost everywhere I went,
Right.
and every single pair I had the solid,
Right. They're
plastic
just
frame.
solid, yeah.
where it's so much more comfortable to me than the pads. Just don't. I don't know. These are so much comfortable for me to wear on a day-to-day basis. And some of my other ones at this point are kind of just like dress-up prescription glasses. Like, if I'm out doing something and I kind of want sunglasses at the same time, perfect.
Yeah, I need to go with some like new shit. Need
I think
to actually use the insurance.
The dark frame just looks better on my face, I think. Black is always.
Well,
looks
that's
good.
kind of like wherever I go. Like, I definitely want like it's Oakley branded or Nike branded. Like those kind of ones, like typically fit my face better.
Mhm.
And like all the fucking brands are all made by Luxottica anyways. But like those ones typically like roll towards more my style.
Mhm.
And yeah, like these ones are Oakleys, and I've had them forever and ever. And I'll probably again roll another set of Oakleys. So wherever I go, it's got to sell Oakley fucking frames.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like my thing is like I have to have like the things that I'm used to
Yeah.
because I like them.
But these, obviously, I don't know what brand these are.
They look good though.
They're weird. There's like this. There's a rook, like logo, on the end of that leg, and then
Looks like a giant bee.
on the top there's like the size of the frame is printed on the top. Like these are not. These are like cheap glasses, frames wise. Oh, hold on. Says what it is, but my greasy face. Armor X, which could be because they're safety glasses. There's even a little etching on the lens, but they resemble the Oakley glasses that I would usually buy. Is why I got these.
Yeah.
That Holbrook look.
So like I got these ones like the last time like I got my frames and all that kind of stuff was actually like the last like few times was at Sears Optical actually, and they sold everything, but it was like cheap.
I don't know what the place I went to. I don't know what exactly they sell, but they've got a lot of options. When I went in there, I was just like, just give me like your entry level options right now. It's my first set of glasses. Testing it out. Just give me. I think the other ones I have are Calvin Klein's, but they weren't that expensive.
Yeah, it's just one of those like since I like. I don't know. I have to like have something that I like to wear, and these ones have been like probably the best in like many years, and like that's also like not working at the shop too. Like they just haven't like worn at all, and it's just like it's time just because it's been like 3 years since I got glasses, and I just need to like get it done.
Yeah.
Plus, I should use my insurance that I pay for.
Well, that's the nice thing about these is once a year, with my job, you get a pair of glasses.
Dope.
So obviously you get a free pair, but the free pair is like the shitty nerdy safety glasses that you would never wear anywhere else. Even you probably wouldn't even want to wear them anywhere because they're just hideous, like goggles essentially. But I think these were not free frames. And then I also got the blue light coating on them.
Yeah.
Since I just stare at screens all fucking day, usually. And they were, I think, $80 because they were nicer frames and that coating.
That's not
I
bad.
think the frames were like $55 and the coating
Yeah,
was
I need to see because like when I buy stuff, I have expensive taste. I can make stuff like work forever and ever, and like I am very good about the hand-me-downs and this kind of stuff.
Me, if
but
I had
like,
the money, I would have got a set of nice Oakley prescription
that's what's gonna happen.
glasses. But at the time, I was like, it's my first set of glasses. It's like, 'cause I was like, I'll probably like the glasses more than contacts, especially for how minor my prescription is. I just have I don't like things touching my eyes.
I don't have a problem with that. My disgusting astigmatism says no, though, so I can't have contacts.
I'm sure eventually I could get used to contacts, and if I had worse vision, I probably would. But for my small little 0.5 prescription,
yeah, mine's disgusting, and they say
they
no.
just look better. My look has always been sunglasses, so I wear them almost everywhere. It's like now I just have glasses on. Period.
Right. I mean, obviously, I was trying to get the LASIK done. But obviously, I can't have that because my life says no.
Yes, sir.
My life says no. All right, we're at like 2.5 hours. Let's just fucking hang out.
I'm down. Finish this 4 Loco pack.
I don't know about that, but
Should've got a beer bong and just watch town.
but let's move on.
I'm with you.
What time is it now? 10:30. I mean, we could still go to a bar because they're all open till fucking 2 now.
Oh, really? They're back open until 2?
Yeah, they're open all the way.
Oh, no.
So if you want to go to a bar, we can go to a bar too.
Maybe.
All right. Well, but this is the end of the podcast. I had a blast either way. I just don't know more for a logo. I kind of want a Vegas bar instead of staying in a bar.
I'm here, so my ideas can be heard.
We're gonna force feed them, but we'll catch you next week. Appreciate you watching, and
Bah!